What's going on, you Pokemon Savages? Welcome back to another episode of the Savage Pokepod, episode 24, episode Arbok. I'm your boy, Savs. We got Coda also, obviously, here. Guys, we missed you guys. So we had a really good episode today. We're going to be talking about a lot of Team Rocket stuff, some new Chinese product coming out, Japanese, trademarks, all the sorts. And then we're really going to go in on the 30th anniversary reveals. So strap in and let's go. Coda.
Hello. We're back. Oh, baby.
Real quick, everybody. Yes, we did take a week off and I freaking missed it. I really did. I hope you felt the same way, Coda. I really did. Obviously, there was some things that happened while we were out. So thank you for joining us back again. I was slinging Zeppeli with my wife's family. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's an Italian fair dessert where they so that aside, new microphone in the meantime. So hopefully I'm sounding crisp. Coda's always sounding beautiful over there and looking beautiful. Look at him. But guys, I am so happy to be back. Coda, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. If you guys are watching and you see my right eye look really scuffed, it's because something decided to jump into it in the middle of us setting up. So I'm gonna be squinting for a little bit.
I think as you called in. Good. As you called in,
I got it, and I was like, I can't. There's something in my eye, and it's watering, and it's crazy. It's fun. Also, I just looked up what Zeppeli is, and it looks incredible.
Oh, dude, fried dough, guys, with a little powdered sugar or a lot of powdered sugar, depending on what you want. But delicious, yeah, it really is so good. So good. I didn't have any because once I have one, I just can't stop, and then there's like a million always around.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was weird not filming, but it was also like really good because I mean, I had so many things pop up last week that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad we have a little bit of time. So we're probably not gonna do that too often. We do have another probably off week coming up next month. So, but
summertime, busy. Exactly,
busy time.
Exactly. All right. So let's jump right into the Arbok cards. I'm going to switch this over. I got to get one of those things. Stream Deck, where like I press a button and look at this guy. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. He knows. This guy. I press a button and it goes to this scene. So
I use it for video editing stuff, which is very fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's what I've been trying to So all right. So what do we got here? This is your selection.
Yeah. So, in looking through Arbok cards, there are some really good Arbok cards for this one. I'm surprised with the fact that Jesse is in this.
I didn't
this is
see
like a 20 or 27 cent card or something like that. It's from Hidden Fates. It's one, it gives a perspective because I don't think people realize how long Arbok is. It's 11 feet long. This thing's absolutely massive, and it gives great perspective with Jesse in the background there. So this is just a card that when I saw it, I was like, this. I was like, oh, this got to be a couple dollars probably, and it was like 27 cents or something like that. I was like, this is,
that's nice.
Classic Team Rocket member. It's got the anime nostalgia. It just looks cool. I jumped out immediately.
Dude, I really like it. I think that it is crazy. I didn't even see the Jesse in the background. Holy smokes. That is awesome. What throws me off a lot about Arbok, and I saw it in a lot of the artwork, is like this face that it forms with the design over here on like the the Cobra part of it. I don't know if it's the Cobra part, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
the hood or whatever. But there, you know what? I play a lot of Minecraft. There's a mod for Pokemon into Minecraft where there's like 5 or 6 different variations of the Arbok faces. There's like the happy face, sad face, angry face. I was like, it's just so fun because that's like, again, another one of those like, this is not a Pokemon I think of too often other than thinking of the anime. Like it's not good competitively. It's not, it's not in a lot of games, honestly. I feel like it's one of those Gen 1s that gets skipped a lot in games.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't watch the anime, like obviously Team Rocket and all of these Pokemon always come out. So yeah, you're 100% right on that. I was looking through them and I really like them. This is the one I chose. I chose this one from XY base sets. Honestly, there is a illustration rare. I'm going to try to zoom in here. There is an illustration rare. I believe it's from Temporal Forces, which does look really, really good. But honestly, Arbok is like an aggressive Pokemon in all of its cards. So, but I liked this one particularly, just like how it looked. So yeah, that's my Arbok.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Let me hop over.
Another one jumped out to me.
Yeah, I honestly, I like the Arbok cards. Guys, real quick, before we get into the episode, we're recording on July 2nd. So real quick, happy 4th of July weekend to you guys coming up. I know my office is closed tomorrow, so I'll be heading to the beach. Coda, I hope you're heading to some sort of cool place, maybe beach, pool, wherever you're going. I know it's been hot here, so I'm sure it's a scorcher over where you're at.
It was 103, feels like 112 today here.
Oh my gosh.
So I stayed inside for the majority of the day.
Yeah.
Our poor AC is not big to keep up, but no, we'll be just hanging out with family, staying inside as much as we can for 4th. It's gonna be good. I've got a lot of traveling coming up in the next few months. So it's kind of nice to not be traveling this week.
Exactly. Not busy, not running around. Yeah. This was the first week, I guess, over here in New York where the kids didn't have school. So my wife's school was obviously done. Kids' school was done. So this is like the first week. And then like the local town camp starts on Monday, and the kids liked it when we put them in there last year. So we put them in there again. So they'll be off to camp every day, and they'll be there all day, which is good.
That's fun.
So yeah, happy 4th of July to you guys. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful weekend coming up with your family and all that kind of stuff, and family and friends, and don't get hurt doing anything crazy. All right. So before we get into the full episode, I know Coda, we just had, you just said it, but about the Pitch Black, because we did have Pitch Black that came out on Pokemon Center about a couple of weeks ago. So you're right. We did get some this week. Did you get anything?
Yeah. But thankfully I did. So for those of you that may not have been able to or attempted the first run, everything broke. I think it looks like the ETBs were able to sell, because in this drop yesterday, the day before, whichever it was just Pokemon. It was just the booster boxes and the bundles, but they lasted for like a couple hours. It was
they were up for
a long time.
The queue seemed to have been like accepting for a long time. So you're 100%, like they probably either had a bunch of those, maybe not too many people pre-ordered them the first time, but yeah, it was
I'm
up for a long time. It was like the first time. Good.
I'm wondering if those are ones that like you just never. I never really heard, but I just know that was like one of the worst drops that Pokemon Center's done. Like everything just kind of broke. So I'm not even sure. Like
the first time, you mean
what happened with that? Yeah, the first time. This time went really. I got kicked out, which really frustrated me. But I was on 2 devices. I had my computer and my phone. Shout out Kelly, always saying like, be on 2 devices. So I was able to get it kind of later into it, but I was able to get both. But
that's awesome.
It was a relatively smooth drop as far as Pokemon Center goes, which means only a couple things broke.
Yeah. No, I mean, and like, it makes you think like, I mean, there definitely was a lot of people still going. The queue was kind of long the whole time. I mean, I guess it doesn't tell you like what place you're in queue, so you don't really know. The one thing that, and I'm glad you brought this up because I didn't have it on the show notes, but the one thing that I noticed, my brother actually pointed out, was that, and I sent it a screenshot in the Discord, was that they tell you like what's actually in the queue now.
That is a new thing, because there's also a drop yesterday was just German product. So when the queue went up, people jumped in. It was just like, it's like, oh, just German stuff, no English stuff is dropping. So I love that. I think that was really cool, because it was nice to be able to kind of pop in and be like, oh, because sometimes for me, like I'm not really interested in like the 10s and stuff like that. I kind of like, I want the like booster boxes and like the bigger, more packs that I can rip.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said in the Discord. I'm like, this could potentially be such a good addition, because to your point, like if you don't, like they did a lot of prismatic bundles like this year. I feel like they did a few drops of prismatic. If someone doesn't want prismatic, they're taking up a spot in the queue, and multiply that by tens of thousands of people that are also in that position where they are not interested. Maybe they think it's Ascended Hero or something. Like then that just builds the queue for no reason. And then it just wastes people's time. So hopefully like that will help out. I mean, I don't know how accurate it will be or like how specific it will be. Maybe it'll just say sets, but I think it was pretty specific. If I remember correctly, I don't know if it would said like the exact
with Pitch Black, it was hyper specific. It was like it is only
booster boxes.
It was only booster boxes bundles. There are no ETBs. With the German drop, it just said it was German product, didn't say what it was, but it was basically like they knew just saying that was going to be enough to make sure that, all the silly little Americans didn't jump in trying to, make a couple bucks.
Bog down the system. While we're still on this topic, I still have not received my Chaos Rising Pokemon Center order.
I was wondering about that.
So
have you heard anything from them?
I honestly, it's actually been kind of weird. Like I reached out again and they're like, "Oh, you got to give it time." I'm like, guys, you have my money.
You didn't give it time when you took my money.
I'm like, you charged me whatever the booster box plus that. It was definitely in the $200 range, booster box and the ETBs and maybe the $300 range, whatever it is. But yeah, so I still haven't received that. But
come on, Pokemon Center.
I don't know. All right, so guys, we're gonna go into the some of the things that were announced, released, revealed, and we're gonna start off with Team Rocket. So there's been a few interesting things that Pokebeach has put out. So let's touch up on that real quick. One of them is this trademark, which is kind of interesting. It's called this is how it translates, but it's a little weird, right? Are you perhaps with Team Rocket? So this is like such an interesting name of a potential set. Pokebeach did go on to say like this is the first time, like they've never had a set with a question mark in its name. So I don't know. Like originally I thought this is not a set, but it is interesting. I mean, it could be, they're pointing out that it could be something like, Battle Academy had the Battle Academy name. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't know. What do you think this could mean? Team Rocket set?
I don't think it'll be a Team Rocket set just because the naming scheme doesn't fit, regardless of the question mark. It doesn't fit any of the, names we've really had. I guess the glory of Team Rocket, but that's still like it's not a question. That would be a really weird set name. I'm not saying they won't, because again, it's a Japanese set name, so they do translate a little strangely sometimes.
Yep.
For us English speakers, but I kind of like the idea of this being the English version potentially. Well, like an English. It's like a universal release of something like that. The briefcase that was in Japanese, or something like some cool product. I hope it's not like a Battle Academy is one of those things. Like, I hope it helped people learn the game, but like it's not something that I really thought was that good of a product. But
I don't think Pokemon would want it. That's like one of the things that was probably still up on Pokemon Center. Like that's like the only thing. And they started to bundle that with stuff. I remember seeing that they started to bundle that with some stuff. So
they did.
Yeah.
Like Pokedex says, it's registered in the same. It's in the same category as TCG set names of products. So it could be either. I hope it's a set name because, well, for those wanting everything to crash, it's not what you hope for. But for me, I'm like this. So that'd be cool to have like another like. We had Team Rocket, we had Team Rocket Returns.
Maybe they heard
Glory of Team Rocket and Are You Perhaps with Team Rocket? But the Perhaps with Team Rocket always makes me think like, oh, it could be the briefcase, because you see the briefcase and you're kind of like, oh, is there like it's kind of inviting that question. Or maybe a theme decks type thing or something. I
would really hope that it'd be something like Dark Pokemon, because like that was a lot of people's gripe, where like they were kind of just like. We were promised, like we thought it was going to be a Team Rocket set, and Destined Rivals isn't that. Like Glory Team Rocket is like the product. I mean, the booster box for Destined Rivals is like, it's got the Mewtwo, the Giovanni, all that kind of stuff. But it obviously it's battle partner. No, it's Heatwave Arena and that. So it's more. So I don't know. It's interesting. I do hope we do get something Team Rocket. I'm gonna jump back in because you were saying briefcase. In China, they are going to get their equivalent of the briefcase. So as you guys know, and if you don't know, simplified Chinese Pokemon cards are catching up. So like they're doing all of Scarlet and Violet right now, and like the way they roll it out and the way they really have people drawing in is with these Chinese exclusives, which we'll also get to. But which is why I said a couple of weeks ago in my take is that I think simplified Chinese will take over Japanese as the second most popular set to language to rip. But they're finally getting now they're catching up to Journey Together and Destined Rivals. Their set name is Chasing Glory Together. So it's almost like a like, I don't know, like a mesh of like Journey Together, Glory of Team Rocket. I don't know what the chasing part of it is, again, with like whatever it is, but they are going to get their version of the briefcase. But this is, sorry, was that down here? It was down here. I missed it. This is the briefcase. Yeah. So I never scrolled down. My bad. This is like an older, I think these are older cards that they had. Maybe we'll get a Jesse and James card finally. Like that would be kind of cool. But this one is going to have an exclusive Brock card. So we have Brock Scouting. They're going to get this Chinese exclusive Brock, which I think looks cool. I mean, the Chinese, they do have all of these exclusives. I think they had another trainer exclusive in one of the last sets as well. So I don't think the Brock is going to be that crazy popular that will draw a lot of people in, but yep, they are catching up. I wonder what will happen when they do catch up.
I think they're purposely like behind. I think it's like it's its own separate.
Well, I think they started later. Really. Didn't Simplified Chinese start like later? Because they did have the traditional Chinese. I thought that it started after, which is why they were catching up. So like, because if they wanted to be behind, they wouldn't be doing like 2 sets in one. I feel like, you know.
Well, but if they wanted to be caught up, when they just have started with wherever it was.
That is true.
So, I mean, it might be. It's one of those things where it's kind of like. Honestly, it's not a bad business like strategy because, you know, you it's like, oh, well, it's not just, oh, it's Chinese Team Rocket. It's like, oh, it's Chinese Team Rocket, but it's got like, you know, with the whatever their terrestrial festival set was called, you know, it's not just, oh, it's prismatic, but Chinese. It's like, oh, but they have a special Sylveon.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not a bad,
which it's not a bad strategy to like get people invested into it.
Oh, I guess no, because Terrestrial Festival, yeah, Prismatic is before Journey Together. Yeah, that is true. No, that Sylveon is fire. We ended up pulling one last night. First time ripping the set, pulled it for somebody. I was super happy for them. But that's what I mean. Those Chinese exclusives are where it's at. Here it is, right here. This is the briefcase. Yeah. I think that, so the Chasing Glory briefcase, we had this in Japanese, the Attache case, it was called, or Attache, something like that. This looks maybe a little different, and the inside is different. This is where it becomes interesting because Japanese did not put anything else in there but the booster box. They did have product pictures like this with these things in it, but it did not come with it. This one is going to come with it, and I think that's really, really good. I don't know how much it will be. I was
about to say, I'd love to be able to pick one up.
Yeah, they said the local MSRP. Like, these look really cool. Look at these. Like, they look really awesome.
That playmat looks so good.
Yeah, I agree.
That looks really good.
It's tough for sure. And they have a little bag, the sleeves, and then of course the Mewtwo. Here's the pack art. So, I really love what the Chinese, like the language, simplified Chinese language is doing. Since you brought it up, I mean, I think that Terrestrial Gathering stuff, man, is just super, like, very, very nice. Obviously it's evolutions and they really did it proper with like the different products, how good the products look. I opened up a couple of things for myself. Like, I'll just show you a basic tin, like even the tins, which they do like chases for the tins, but like look at how cool this tin is. It's like reflective with the Sylveon, the back, it's really cool. They did a good job. They did a really good job.
I'm genuinely, because for those who don't know, the Chinese product is printed in Japan. Like, all the cards are printed in Japan. I am surprised that Japan is not doing more exclusives for their own booster box, their own sets. You know, like having like, oh, because I know like they'll have the ETB promo be an actual card in the set, but that's not an exclusive. That's just like a, you know, oh, you just get it a different way. You know, it's not Japanese exclusive. So I really would love for, you know, Japanese to also take that on and start doing like, you know, with say Terrestrial Festival, it's like, oh, actually there's a, you know, there's a special only in Japanese version of like alt art
Yeah.
of this SIR. Like even something like that would be really, really cool.
Well, because they had, and that's the thing, right? That's what's going to keep. And I think that they see that as actually what's working with the simplified Chinese stuff, right? So I don't know if they want to take away that like lore, that attraction to that other language, because Japanese is Japanese. It's the, it's the first, that's when Pokemon was born. So it's like it already has its like attraction to it. But it kind of sucks if they don't keep these exclusives like that. Paldean Wooper and the Meowth that we ended up getting both, I think, in Phantasmal Flames, right? Like those were, I believe both of those were exclusives in Japan. And then like a year or so later, they came to the English language in a set randomly in Phantasmal Flames. So honestly, I think that's really what's keeping the Chinese stuff. Like, but everything has it. When they did 151, they really did it right. They did 4 different booster box sets into 4 sets. They had exclusive Pikachu with Psyduck, Pikachu with Gengar, and then 2 Pikachus. Like they're doing a really good job with it. So I hope that they don't do that, because unless they're just different, which that could also bring more people to the Japanese stuff. But Chinese stuff is like crazy expensive. It's going up there, man. So I don't know. All right. So that is our exclusive conversations about different languages. Let's pop right into keep this rolling. Ascended Heroes has kind of been a little quiet in my opinion lately, because we really haven't gotten a lot of new product. Like they didn't put out any more bundles that I'm aware of, or ETBs. The last thing we got was those EX collection boxes, which did have the Legend ZA starters. But this is something very interesting. Now that's very close. They're putting out a similar to like Blooming Waters, a 151, or the one that they came out for Prismatic. All the specialty sets of the past couple of years have gotten this treatment, where it's like the heavy hitters, collection boxes. This is called the Focus Fighters. I assume this looks like a legit product image. So, but it's coming with 14 packs, I believe. MSRP is like 60, which is insane, because like you can get like 4 packs for that price, the secondary market. Yeah. So this is going to be a very popular item. If you can get this safely, definitely try to be, but yeah, it comes with 14 packs. It comes with a couple of reprints of the cards that are in the set. I believe those 2 EXs. I don't think those are alternate art cards. So that is that. When does that come out? So 54.98
July
actually
21st.
July 21st, which I believe is also when July 21st. Is that when Delta Rain comes out? Not Delta Rain. What the heck is that? The Rayquaza set.
Ruler of the Sky or whatever. God, or Storm Emerald is what it's called. I forget what it's called in English.
That's it. Delta Rain is English, right?
Yes.
I can't keep up with all the language.
I think I was talking about, there's a TCG Pocket set that I think it might be called, whatever I just said. That's coming out.
All 3 of them. There is, yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
They're hyping the crap, dude.
Oh my god.
Pokemon's pushing that set hard. It's gonna be wild. So this is like Sea and Sky, all those different things. It says it'll be online and in stores. Don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt. 2 per membership. So hopefully everything will be chill. I know for mine, I mean, obviously I live in a smaller city compared to many, but they usually manage it pretty well. Like the people, they'll have a few employees just kind of chilling out in like one of their like security, theft protection, basically people just vibing out there, and they'll hand you a piece of paper when you walk in with like whatever you hand it to the person, they'll hand you 2, and then they'll like basically walk you to the checkout line, and they have everything right next to the checkout line, so you can't like loop back very easily. So I'm sure people do. Yeah. But hopefully everybody's manages this, thankfully, as well as mine does. I'll hopefully get some of these. We'll see.
Everybody knows somebody, so always bypass something.
Sam's Club Online sucks, and it is constantly crashing whenever they have drops. So I don't have much hope in that, but hopefully in store won't be too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, and if I think it's only at Sam's Club, I believe. So it's going to be interesting to see, because I don't think that distros get those. So I remember when I was picking up on the other stuff, I had to just get it on the secondary market for my PC, or if I wanted to just have some. So All right, man. So, dude, we're rolling right through. I look at this.
Yeah.
Look at us back in action. Rolling.
This is what I'm excited for right here.
So, what's that? You want to cue it up? Let's see.
I will say it's not called what I hoped it would be called, but it is a Mega X Mega Parade.
Yeah.
So my assumption is that means that it's going to be Mega Parade as the name of the actual set. This is probably realistically our specialty set for January-ish or something like that.
Yeah, because we were doing a timeline. I think they actually wrote it here. We're getting that Lucario set in November is what I believe. So like that doesn't leave room for this to come out this year, which usually does in Japanese, at least. It usually comes out before the holiday, and then we get it like the first set of the new year as a specialty set. So it is weird though, like Mega X Mega Parade. Like, is this like supposed to be like Mega versus Mega? Like, I don't.
My thought is, it's
interesting.
It's just an like a very maybe it's a technical reason that it's Mega X Mega Parade, because we had Mega Dream, you know, all these other ones, which it does say in the Pokebeach article, like the fact that it doesn't have EX in the name doesn't mean anything, because Terrestrial Festival was actually filed as a patent or as a trademark without the EX. So
unless is this like X Pokemon, like Mega X Pokemon?
There's no Mega X.
Maybe there is now.
Well, I guess like other than like Mewtwo and Charizard. So like there are a couple of them, so maybe, but my assumption is there's maybe a technical reason that it's Mega X Mega Parade and it's going to be called Mega Parade. But I'm still excited because that means like we've been kind of wondering what was going to happen with this, because we're getting to the point where we expect to hear something about a specialty set, and we have the release of 30th anniversary in September, but that does still leave room for having a, maybe January release or something like that. And then just kind of like things get a little wonky.
This is the lineup right here. But so what we're saying is, and I don't know if you guys have been listening from the beginning. I know a lot of you guys have been, so thank you so much. But we were saying Mega Fates as our like guest name, but that's a shiny set. So maybe we still have time for that one.
I am of the belief that we will see a shiny set, because I believe that we're going to have this with us for up into 2028.
Yeah, right at the end of 2027.
Yeah, I think we won't see our first set until, probably March or something of 2028. Yep. I think that last one will be the Mega Fate set.
The January of 28-ish time frame.
Yeah, late, holiday time, January, holiday 2027 into 2028 is going to be our Mega Fates. Because it's gonna we've never not had it happen. It would make no sense for it to happen unless Mega Parade ends up being like the actual name of the set is like Shiny Parade or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think generally the trademark is very close to the name, which is again the Mega X Mega Parade is a little odd.
Yeah, that's what I was like thrown off by. So I mean, looking at the lineup, it's July 31st, Storm Emeralda. So that's going to be that, and then September is the 30th. October is more 30th. November is this Aura Seeker, which is the Mega Lucario Z. Yep. Mega Lucario Z EX. So interesting. I think that's all very interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this ends up being, and things the Japanese release, because we've never had a January specialty set release from Japan. Again, this might lend itself to maybe specialty sets coming out universally now. Maybe specialty sets move to being something more universal, given that we have the 30th being a universal release. Maybe that's kind of what they want to go for in the future. I don't know, but
I would kind of welcome that, only because like I open up multiple languages on the stream, and it's like you kind of already see the art, and it almost ruins like looking at it for the first time. However, like looking at it with the English language does look different, and obviously it is different. But
it'll be interesting to see where it ends up going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am interested in how this plays out because we've been kind of just speculating and just giving our takes as we get the news of all the sets. So it's going to be interesting to see. While you're talking about 30th, let's roll right in. This is probably going to be this part where we spend most of our time because there's a lot to cover on this 30th. Guys, let us know what you thought of the 30th. If you've seen it, the reveals, the show, like what they showed. What do you guys think of it? What are your favorite products? What are your least favorite products? Are you still feeling the same as you did when it first was revealed? Do you like it more? Do you like it less? Drop it in the comments wherever you're at, because we would love to read them, and we'll read them on the pod as well. So let me shift over to it. 30th celebration, guys. It is it's official. We have all the product. Coda, I still am like, dude, when I look at the box, so I know we both said something about the pack art.
It's awful.
Pack art, we hate it. It's just like kind of lazy. It really is nothing happening here. I don't know if they just threw a gradient in the background with the Pokemon. This part, this is okay. This is not bad.
It's fine.
But this, yeah. What we got, guys, is we got pretty much all the collection boxes, all the blisters, everything. But we did kind of see some weird things that they don't really do. And it's starting with this classic collection pack. Coda, I don't know if you saw this or realized this, but first up right here is this UPC. Now, I think I made it like a short video on TikTok, put it up on YouTube and Instagram, wherever. We're so freaking cooked with this box. And we were talking about these boxes when we saw the promos for the first time, the 2 Pikachus and the Espeon and the Umbreon. And once we noticed when we kept going through the article, we noticed that they're promos and they had the English variants. We didn't know what they were going to be in. And I think I was like, will there be 2 ETBs? Will there be? And now we know there is 2 UPCs. Guys, I don't know if there's like any feelings that you guys have. Like this is gonna be a product. Honestly, this is probably going to be the most scalped product that we've ever seen to date. And I feel like we constantly end up saying that because they keep kind of outdoing themselves with some of the stuff. This looks awesome. You can see here up on the screen for those for the audio listeners. This is the dark playmat. This is the dark UPC. So there is a light and dark theme. This
is going to be the one that's going to be borderline impossible to get.
Dude, this is
crazy. Both will, but this one's going to be like $100 more. So
I think I want to say the UPCs were already priced more. And I think there was that article that you sent. I think it was from PokeNotify maybe had it with the price points. Did they have the price points? I don't even remember.
I think it's later in this article. I do think I sent you that, but I believe it's like $129. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's $179.
Yeah, $119. I think $119 was like the old UPCs or whatever. So it is going to be more. However, you are getting more packs. I think we get 30 packs in here, but we also, I'm going to go back to this. We also are getting that classic collection pack. So that is different. That is very different from what they did with 25th anniversary, where all the cards in the regular set and the classic collection part of it were pullable from the same booster pack. This is different. They have their own pack, and this is, and I don't remember if they said it here or if it's fully confirmed yet, but it looks like you can only pull these, I want to say, reprints from these packs. So
I don't think that's going to be the case, honestly.
Okay.
Even in this, like, it's generally they're in the set. Now, what I think this is going to be like a little mini demigod pack that's exclusive to specific items. So I think it's going to be exclusive to specific products. You'll know as we go down, you'll see that on the ETB there is no mention of it whatsoever.
No,
I don't think they're going to. The energies also look so bad. I don't think they're going to force you to only be able to get the UPC to get them. But my assumption is this is a mini exclusive for kind of like how the what you call them, the first partner collection stuff, where you have like this packs that are just specifically like that. Is like I think it'd be like that, but just mini demigod packs. It's like, oh, you're gonna get 3 classic collection cards in this, or however many. I think it says 3.
Yeah,
3
additional cards.
3 classic collection cards in here.
I don't know, man. This is specific. So you're saying that the classic collection could be pulled within the regular packs, but these are guaranteed 3 cards from the classic collection. That's a good, honestly, I hope that's the case because, man, I don't see Pokemon doing it where they would literally limit it to the, because now you're putting it, this is the only product that I've seen this pack.
It's the only one that has it. There's no way they would do that.
That's very like gatekeep on these packs, and especially in the market that we're in right now, that would make things so bad if that's the case.
Well, what it would do is, I mean, it would make this set very not opened. And I think they realize that, and I don't think they're going to get on there. I do think this is a UPC exclusive. They don't have a metal, they don't have a metal card in there.
That's true.
It's just 2 promos versus what we got before, which I think was like 3 or 4 promos in the 25th.
Yeah, it was the 2
including
gold
the metal cards,
yeah, and then the gold cards. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 1, I love this playmat on the dark one. 2, I think this is that. I think this just becomes it's an exclusive to the 30th anniversary thing. It's to the UPC. But if they made the absolute dead-brained play of that being the only way you get the classic collection, I think that you would see nothing really get open too much because there's not a deep set. It's not like there's much in there. It's, honestly, 40 Pikachus and a couple EXs, and there's like a couple illustration rares. So I think I would go so far as to borderline guarantee that that's not the case.
Yeah, I that's a very good point. I hope that you're right. I mean, you look at this box and you're immediately like, this is probably one of the most, I don't want to say luxurious boxes, but it looks premium. Like it definitely looks premium. The Charizard one looked premium. The Mega Charizard one, I did like that, all blue. But this 30th anniversary Pikachu looks like it's glossy and it's cut out. So this will be like a sleeve that slides over it. It's got a freaking Umbreon on it. This is the back. The back looks awesome. These promos are, we spoke about how we feel about these promos. I think that these are some of the best evolution cards, not even just promos, evolution cards we've seen, especially because of it's the 30th celebration, all the Pokemon in it. Still don't like these futuristic rares.
Nope.
But
it still's up.
We're getting 29 30th anniversary packs and then the 1 celebration pack. So you're getting more packs than we did. So that's 30 packs. Granted, they have less cards in each pack than a regular pack. Yeah.
So reading the back of this box, it says specifically that the special pack contains 3 etched cards from the expansion's Nostalgic Classic Collection. I wonder if they're like...
So like the Magikarp, the Mew...
Well, I'm wondering if what etched means.
Oh, interesting.
What is etched? Like etched is a very specific word that they wouldn't really use for.
Do they just use? They use that word as like texture?
I've never seen them use the word etched.
I don't really pay attention. I don't really read the back of these a lot. So, but yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, just in general, in descriptions, I've never seen them use the word etched. So I'm wondering if they are.
Interesting.
Like UPC exclusive, or like there's a special thing because they're only in the UPCs. It's like special versions of the classic collection. Maybe they're serialized. Do we think they go down that route? Maybe. Is that technically would that be etched? That's kind of etched.
You better not put that out in this universe.
What else? I mean, here's the thing: the word etched. It is either just some weird way for them to say it's just a classic collection card, or there's something we don't know about with the classic collection cards. So we don't know what they are officially yet. So, but I just see that wording and it raises like a little flag, like etched. What does that mean? And why is that specific pack only in the UPCs? It's not. I can't imagine as the classic collection is in there because it says the expansion is classic collection, so it's a part of the expansion, not part of just the UPC. So
yeah, man. Oh,
I mean, if it was serialized, do we think, or like a chance it's serialized, or
God, we're so cooked on this. I hope that they print a lot of these.
I think that would be hilarious.
Oh my God.
because I think I'm a man who wants to watch the world burn.
It's not
because that's not funny.
It's not even fair at this point. Here's a close up of everything that comes in here.
These UPCs look fantastic. I
really
love the aesthetic. Other than the stupid Pikachus, I love the aesthetic of these. I love the playmat, the coloring on the boxes.
So like, look at this playmat up close. Like,
you have it's got Gengar on it.
It's got the dark one has, first of all, it's got Pikachu, Umbreon, Mewtwo, Gengar, Chandelure, Greninja, Lucario, Snorlax, Zoroark, Toxtricity, Slowpoke.
Yep.
Like, what? The deck box matching.
I also like the light one. I like the daytime one. It looks really nice too. It's just hard to get over Pikachu, Umbreon, Mewtwo as like a banger playmat.
Here's a light one. I think these are going to look really good together.
They are.
I doubt they care about sealed collectors, but these are going to look so good together on a shelf for someone that likes sealed stuff. Even if you open it, you put it on the shelf. They're going to look really
I mean, I have a bunch of the different UPC just boxes because I think they look good.
ETBs, yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, again, like you said, the light one is very playful looking. The Pikachus, honestly, when you look at these together as a whole set, like when you look at this back, it ties, the Pikachu does get tied in. So I'll give them that. Like, if that's what they were going with, but
I refuse to ever like these. I think that's my stance.
I don't know which one I like more, the Espeon or the Umbreon. I honestly think they knocked these out of the park, man. It is.
They're both really good. Okay. This is an important question in this conversation. Is your phone set to light mode or dark mode?
Dark mode ever since iPhone put it out. See, I think everyone did.
See, I think certain people are just going to naturally, like me, are going to be like, I like this, but dark.
But dark mode.
I like dark. I like dark color. I mean, look at the gradient behind me, and then look at the front of the box for the Umbreon one. It's like, this is my colors. This is I'm right in that wheelhouse.
Yep. Yeah. No. And then so the light one had like, look. See again. Why? This is again like the thing with Pokemon and like that I always question shit that they do. Like, okay, here's a beautiful playmat again. It's got Espeon, it's got Pikachu dead center. It's got Lapras, Jigglypuff, Alolan Executor, Mew right there, Salamence, Slowpoke actually again in this one, which is interesting, double appearance, Nidorina, Mousehold, Ditto, and then you have Sylveon. So why on earth did Pokemon choose to put two evolutions on this one, but not the other one?
Because Umbreon is twice as popular as both of them, so it's just they needed them both to be on the thing to kind of even out the play. It's like when you're playing,
dude,
like pick up basketball and you're picking teams, and it's like, well, that captain is clearly the best, so we have to give the other guy the first pick so he can pick like two people, or have first pick to kind of like. So it's like, yeah, we have to put Sylveon with Espeon, otherwise Umbreon's going to run away with us.
I prefer Sylveon over Espeon, just because I really do love Sylveon, but. Yeah, look, again, more beautiful products, honestly. Dividers, the coin, that dice up close. I think they really did a good job with these. And it just really further justify like where we are going to be really, really. If they don't print a lot of these, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. I'm going to scroll back up because we did skip over. Just wanted to get to it.
I'm curious to see what your opinion is on the promo for this ETB because I was very surprised.
Yes, I want to talk about this because it ties into the pod as well. Real quick though, overall, what do you think of the ETB?
Fine. I've never liked the designs of the Celebrations ETBs, so it's like you knew they were going to do it. So it's like if you had asked me what it would look like, I'd probably say it looks something similar to this just because it's their very basic design. I like the different little Pikachus. It's kind of cute, but
look at this.
Yeah, there's a little Nidorina in there. That's fine. That's fine.
If you zoom all the way into Nidorina's eye.
If you look onto the ETBs, you'll find a Pikachu in the background.
There's a hidden Pikachu on this ETB.
There's also a hidden Espeon, a hidden Mewtwo, a hidden.
Oh, there's a Mew right there. I did not zoom in. There's a Mewtwo.
There's a lot of them in there. There's quite a few in here.
Okay. Listen. I would have preferred that they just kept that background with just this on the front because I'm looking at the 25th anniversary. It's just Pikachu with the 25 celebrations. This reminds me of. I don't know if you use Teams or if anyone listening uses Teams. They have those like virtual it's like an overlay that goes on your image, and it's like purple, and it like moves and like waves. This reminds me of that. Like, I don't know. It's interesting.
That's what it ties in with all the stupid futuristic rares where it's just like, it's like someone like dug out their like 2000 XP Windows computer, and they're like, oh my gosh, guys, have you seen this? Have you seen weird chromatic colors? Have you seen the Microsoft Edge swirl? What if we put that around the outside of our ETB?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just interesting.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's interesting. I know I'm being picky because I think they're just being lazy.
Yeah.
Here's the back of it. Whoops. Here's the back of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you will get 9 cards. The Pokemon Center will probably come with 11. So,
the promo though.
Did you see this though, real quick before we get to that promo? Did you notice these sleeves? These energies?
The energies, yeah, I hate them.
They're holographic energies with the 30.
Back to that weird chromatic, futuristic, rare energy with a. Here's why I don't like them. I think if they're just by themselves, I'd be like, all right, they're fine, they're whatever. It's I'd still prefer the Cosmos Holo Energy from 151 over them. But they had to put the Pikachu head on the bottom of them, and I think that just it's like for me as a player, I look at them like that would be so frustratingly distracting.
It is distracting.
I don't like that it's there.
I like it as a collectible piece, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I guess you'll you get one of each. Probably a 16 foil. Okay, so you'll get 2 of each. That's not bad.
Wow.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to this now. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So Coda asked, guys, before I answer, drop what you guys think about this Nidorina. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'll tell you right now, because I definitely caught a bunch of stuff along the interwebs, but before I did, I immediately was like, okay, Nidorina this is the first Nidorina illustration rare full art style that we have. I'm like, I'm definitely going to use this for my Nidorina episode. I was like Googling what Pokemon is Nidorina, and Nidorina is the 30th Pokemon in the Pokédex. So,
okay, all right.
So that makes sense. Yep. I was like, okay, that is perfect. And the only way I found out is because I wanted to incorporate it into the pod on that episode, and I was like, oh, maybe it's coming up. It is the 30th. So
I didn't even think about that. I feel so stupid. Everything on here is 30.
So real quick, before we get into like the one other thing that I saw on the internet is I kind of like it. I mean, it reminds me of like Land Before Time a little bit, kind of like dinosaurs and I don't know, like one of the arts from there, like what that cartoon meant to me when I was a kid. It kind of looks like that, the way like Nidorina is looking over the shoulder. But I don't mind it. What I really do love about it is the colors. I love this blue with the yellow and how it pops. And that's really my take on it.
There's also 30 Nidorinas on the card.
Yes. So that was one of the things that I saw on the internet. There are 30 Nidorinas on this card. So again, a throw of praise, I guess, to the 30th anniversary. 30 Nidorinas, and this damage is 30, and it also heals 30. So there's a lot of 30s going on in this card, which I do appreciate they did that. Yeah. What did you think of it? What did you think of this card?
Well, me and my silly self, I wasn't paying attention to like all the detail of it. I was just like, ooh, Nidorina with a bunch of other cards. I'm a sucker for Pokemon cards with a bunch of other Pokemon in them. I love it. Now I really love it because there's 30 all like the 30 Nidorinas on there is really cool. I think it's fun. Again, I agree. Colors are fantastic. I guess I was looking at it from an angle of like Nidorina's the ETB promo and a celebrations set or the 30th anniversary set. That's interesting, but now it makes total sense. And I'm like, you know what? Good. I'm glad it's because what I don't want it to be is Pikachu or Charizard or Mewtwo or Mew or one of the starters. I want it to be Pokemon that hasn't gotten any love. And I'm like, you know what? Nidorina's great. Nidoking. But you see, like that whole line was so much fun to play with.
This is like when you look at it and you're like, oh shit, that actually makes sense. Okay, 30th Pokemon Pokedex. I'm 1,000% behind that. What I'm not behind is a Fennekin promo and a Chaos Rising ETB.
I don't know what you're Fennekin. No. I love Fennekin.
I know. I'm not behind.
Fantastic.
Like they put thought into
it. Makes just they put thought into this. Char Cadet being the one in Phantasmal Flames.
It's It's a fire Pokemon, isn't it? Charcadet.
Well, to be fair, then Fennekin is a Kalos starter, just like Greninja is, or just like Brokey is.
So I guess that's one thing you can tie to it. Sure, why not? While we're talking about Pokemon hate,
did to you.
While we're talking about Pokemon hate, I just want to go off on a little bit of a tangent of the day.
Oh, it's been so long.
I found the Pokemon that I will delete.
Now, finally.
The reason why we took, we were off, before I took off, we were away, right? We went to Disney and I played a lot of Pokemon Scarlet on the plane. And then like, while I was at the hotel and everyone was like sleeping or just chilling, I brought my Nintendo Switch and I was like, wow, look at me go. Orthworm. You can miss me with Orthworm. Like I had the challenge where the Orthworm, like I was chasing him. He kept like digging holes and I'm like, yo, get this Pokemon out of here.
Arms, man. Arms.
You can delete me with the Orthworm. I don't know why. It's just a weird, large worm. Like, no. See you later. That's the one. That's the one for me. Orthworm, baby. Peace out.
Everybody, if you made it this far in the podcast, please drop your favorite worm emoji. There's got to be a worm emoji.
Is there a worm emoji?
I need a worm emojis in the chat, in the comments. If there's a worm, if there's not, then put a snake. We'll get as close as we can to a worm.
There you go.
I didn't think that's where you're going with it. That's
see you later.
That's intriguing.
Goodbye. Delete.
Intriguing. I'm neutral on Orthworm. It's one of those that's like, it exists. I'm okay with it existing because it makes sense, but I don't really care one way or the other.
What I had to do in the game with it. I was like, no.
Yeah, I get that. That's funny.
Yeah. So I was like, I got to remember to bring this up in the next pod.
I do remember you saying like literally the next day after the pod, like, I know what I'm deleting. I was like, what happened? What happened to him? I was like, it's either something he can't pull in the Rip and Ship or something else has happened. It was a new card. I was like looking to see on Poke Beach, like, is there new cards out? Like, oh,
that's the one. Orthworm getting. I think the Orthworm cards are weird too, but
although I like his illustration rare. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Just sailing through this. They're sailing through the sand.
Yeah.
Like if all my Dune fans out there, you know.
This is something that I love. This one right here. So back to Pokemon that I love. Legendary birds. That's gonna be that can't be shown. Why not? This is the poster collection that we're getting. Again, you can save me this poster. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like you did the beautiful work of arts with the UPC stuff, and you're gonna give me this sloppy circle, that poster is kind of whatever. You can save me with it. But the artwork on here is really cool. I love this Moltres. Again, these are all going to be promos. A lot of my promo binder is going to be filled with a lot of 30th anniversary. Yep. Articuno being the weakest in my opinion. And there's my boy. There's my Zapdos. Really good, solid, regular card promos, I think.
Question for the Zapdos fan in the room. Has his beak always had that weird drop at the front where it kind of goes into it just has this little roller coaster dip like a quarter of the way through? Has it always been the case?
I think it has. I think I remember seeing it on older cards.
I weirdly like Zapdos less now. That's my ick for a Pokemon. It looks like someone punched him in the nose and broke it.
You're talking about up here?
And then
or down here?
Yeah. I'm talking about the fact that it goes from parallel to his eyes and it just kind of dips randomly. And then
that part, I don't know if it's been there or not.
I need to cleanse my palate because I don't like that. I think
that on the 151?
It makes it look like they just messed up the line, like the line drawing.
No, it's been there. It's on the 151 one too. But it is parallel. It's parallel on the 151. It's parallel because of the angle that it is, but it's also on the same angle here.
Disappointing.
It is interesting.
I guess I'm thinking of this Supreme the Supreme Victor's card I'm looking at, or the stained glass bird doesn't have a dip.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know.
Even the classic one doesn't have a dip. Oh, that is. See, yeah.
Just this one.
I don't like that.
He got a nose job. Leave him alone, bro.
It went badly.
Don't talk negative about my Zapdos.
The nose job was someone in a parking lot punching him like just downwards in one specific spot, and then his whole beach just went.
Mr. Mime did the nose job.
I don't get that. That's so weird. So, oh man, that threw me. I saw that and I was like, it feels wrong. Yeah.
I need to make sure if this pack back here was not the 3-card pack. No, it is not. 3 regular packs.
Okay. So pull up the Zapdos EX collection from 151, because this has it, but it makes it look correct.
The artwork, the box, the Zapdos box.
You can see it. It's like, it makes it like where it's like more like nostrils right here, and then just flat, like kind of flattens out into its normal beak, which looks way more reasonable. You're probably not gonna be able to see it super well. There you go. It makes it look way more reasonable than
it's how the angle is, I think.
Yeah, I think it's how they drew it with the like very steep drop versus like that kind of like more like a smoothing out, like kind of like thinning out versus
they caught him at the wrong angle.
It looks like a rosette. It's like he was trying to he pulled up a picture of a rosette spoonbill and said, "I want this nose."
What the hell?
Shout out to my dropout.
This is not a bashing Zapdos episode. Okay.
It is done. Right now. You know what? This is my hot take. This Zapdos looks bad.
Oh my gosh! Leave it alone.
This Zapdos looks good if we just block that front.
Moltres, I think Zapdos and Moltres look fine. Articuno is just blah.
Articuno is like, yeah, it's fine. It's very simple. I do like the Moltres is the best one in my opinion. The Moltres, the colors reminds me of one of the older ones.
I love it.
It just looks so good. I really like that one.
I agree 100%. But so that's your poster collection. We're literally getting all the products, guys. This is amazing, the amount of stuff. So I really hope that they're putting out a bunch of stuff. Tech stickers we started getting, I believe, with Palday and Fates.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But another Black Star promo in the Alolan Executor. I love this. Just chilling in the water. Definitely not getting wet at all.
I love that guy. That's gonna be one for the beach binder.
I love it. That's such a cool thing. You got the Pikachu and the Mew and the Executor on the sticker on that one. And that's the day one. And then here's your night one with the Pikachu, the Mewtwo, and the Lucario. And here's Lucario. Just a classic Lucario card. Nothing too crazy. My son's definitely going to be chasing that. And there are the promos up front. What is that? What is that? The required content cannot be loaded. What is it?
It's the Greninja one of those boxes.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I don't question anything, Ecam. I'm sorry. I believe in Ecam. I love you.
That's Safari. I don't know. And then we're going to get another Greninja box. So we just got a Greninja box. Actually, we're just getting that box. I think tomorrow, Friday, the 3rd, it drops. The Greninja EX box. It has 6 packs of Chaos and 2 of Perfect Order. That's coming tomorrow. So we're getting another Greninja box for the 30th. What does it come with? It comes with the Jumbo, the regular card, and 4 packs. So the price points are essentially like $5-ish a pack. You got $21.99 for those 4 packs. You got $14.99 for these 3 packs. So on the poster collection is the same price, $14.99. Obviously, you're probably going to be looking at somewhere between double and triple that on the secondary market. Unfortunately, again, if they don't print enough of this stuff, which Lord knows, probably not.
I hope that all of their, because we know that they were not being honest about like how much they were printing, because at the very least they were printed technically less than they did before, from year to year. So my hope is that a lot of it went into this because they were betting on the fact that this was going to be what pulls the market. I don't think it is, but I do think it will have a large impact on whether or not this is like even semi-obtainable whether or not they printed the crap out of this, or if they just said they printed normal specialty amounts, so we'll see.
I'm with you. I hope you're right in the first part of that.
Yeah. The big thing was all of this is coming out the same day. It's no Ascended Heroes wave system. Everything's hitting the market the same day. So when you're going into like Walmart and stuff or places where they're actually following through on limits, which are some places, the people are going to be grabbing the ATBs and stuff. You might be able to get poster collections. You might be able to get EX collections or these the Pokemon EX boxes and stuff, you might be able to actually access some of those, which I think will be really helpful for that immediate drop.
That's true.
You know, and hopefully there is a second wave of the stuff that comes out. Hopefully it continues to come out like they did with Prismatic, finally, you know, a year and a half later, like they did with 151, even though that was when it wasn't as popular, but there's still a ton of product that they kind of put out in different waves. Probably Fates being the same way. Let's hope. Let's hope.
To stay on this for a second, I think that everything lines up with them really putting all of their allocation into this set, mainly because of how we've received sets in this block, because we have not gotten any big sets in English. Everything's been a one-to-one, essentially one-to-one from Japanese to English, which printing less cards, printing more of the same cards on a sheet. Obviously, when they print cards, they print them on the sheet, then they cut them up, then they divvy them up. It's the same cards, so I guess whatever. They don't have to put as much resources into it. They're only printing 5 SIRs per set. They're only doing this and this. So everything, I think, smaller sets, not reprinting. Like, we've not gotten reprints of booster boxes. Maybe this is why. You know, you don't like... Yeah. Again, I'm also hoping that this is like somewhat the truth and the reason, you know, what they're doing with it, but
I don't believe it. I'll be honest with you. My honest self is like,
I know.
No, because they don't care. And I think it's improved. I think it's the fact that they printed less cards last year than they did the year before, a year and you know that much into this boom, made it clear that they don't care. But I will say that I think that I don't think they're going to approach this as all the eggs in one basket type of thing. I think because here's the thing: if that were the case, why are they pushing the Rayquaza set? They're pushing the Rayquaza set hard. You know, the Japanese, they're talking about the Japanese and then the English set name. And then the Pocket is also going to come out. Like they had all this build up into this set versus, which is not something they did with Chaos Rising. It's not something they did with Perfect Order. It's not something they did with Mega Dream / Ascended. They haven't done that. They've never done this before. They're pushing this specific set. So it makes me think that they are just going to ride this wave as long as they can, because why not? Product's hot, popular, most popular ever been. Again, I stand by the fact, and I've been saying this for almost getting close to 2 years now, that Pokemon isn't going to try to keep up. They're going to try to keep up with what they feel like is a manageable amount, but they're not going to try to keep up with demand because there's no incentive for them to do it.
That's true. That is true. I mean, the UPCs, I think, are coming later. There are some things that are coming later, which we'll get to.
Are they?
Yeah, we'll get to it. I'm pretty sure they are coming at a different time, but let me share my screen back. Most of these, so all of these will be coming out when the 30th comes out on September 16th. So that's going to be all these things that we're
November 6th is the release for those. I see.
Yeah, so, and I think November 6th is a release of something else too in English on the same day.
So the ETBs. Okay.
This is interesting that they're promoting.
What's releasing in November in English?
I gotta look. I'm pretty sure something's coming out the same day. Is it Delta Rain? Dude, Wait,
hold on. Isn't that set coming out next month? No,
that's the Japanese set. That's the Japanese version.
I know, but it's usually 2 months after. So if it's coming out in August, wouldn't it be coming out in
It can't, because
October?
I think if it's coming out, no, it's coming out in July, right? It's coming out this month. The Japanese Stormhouse.
So it'll be coming out in September then. But
so that's what it is. So I think that they can't do it in September because 30th is coming out in September. So I believe the Japanese. Let me see. July 31st, Storm Emeralda. That's it. That's what according to PokeBeach.
So where was that article we had up a minute ago that had a lot of the release stuff on it?
That was the Mega X Mega at the bottom.
Which article?
That one has them all. I'm almost certain that I saw, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure it was the same day. Which if it is, we're cooking it more.
No, I don't see anything for that. I see special deck set in Japanese, or a special deck set's coming out the 13th and the 27th. I don't see anything's coming out the 6th.
Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. When does Delta Rain come out? Delta Rain. This is according to Google Gemini. Delta Rain, the highly anticipated Pokemon trading card expansion set featuring the return of Mega Rayquaza.
I went to Reddit over that because I refuse to believe it.
November 6th.
Why are they doing that?
Because to your point, they don't care. They don't care.
I get that, but like, why would you have a product, like the most popular product in a specialty set come out the same day as a set you're pushing as being something really hype worthy in Delta Rain?
Maybe that's their way of saying you guys have to choose between all of this shit and you can't get everything. So maybe there will be stuff left for everyone to get. There will be something for everybody. But that is such a weird choice. Why would you put out, exactly to your point, why would you put out arguably two of the best UPCs that we have in a celebrations version with the two of the best promos we've seen, arguably, and then the Mega Rayquaza set, which is and mind you, this is all now November 6th. We're in holiday shopping season. This is going to be insane. Like this year end is going to be kind of crazy. I don't know why they did that, but I feel like I remember seeing that same day. So there is going to be a little bit of a trickle out, but that's like the UPC is a little different. Most of the stuff will be coming the regular in September. I don't know why they're promoting the Knockout collection. And I don't know. I didn't realize this was an official Pokemon thing. I always thought this was like Walmart, like repackaging stuff. So yeah. But I don't know. It's this EV thing. You're going to get, this is where the EV, it's not even a promo. I think it's just a reprint from the card in the set. And you get the coin. And then you got the 2-pack blisters, which we've gotten in this format. We've gotten a bunch over all the sets, really. Then we go into the tins. The tins, so that one's going to be what, $29.99. It's like one, the Knockout collection is $9.99. Then you got these tins, which they're okay. I was looking at the tins. I did hear someone saying, I did not confirm it, that the unknowns spell celebration on the tins. So they have an unknown in all of them. So I don't know. Are they all letters? Like they're not all letters, right?
They're either letters or like punctuation, I believe. And there's like a question mark one and a couple other things. So I don't know what this is spelling, if it's spelling anything.
Yeah. I thought it said spelled celebration.
Celebrations. Oh, well, but there's two celebrations. There's two N's. No?
I don't even know. Like, where's the C? But real quick, while I was going through this the other day, here's the shit I'm
never
talking
felt
about.
So stupid.
Here's what I'm talking about. Do you notice something weird in this tin? Anything? Anything? No, anything. All the way back here. Anything that's like, the selection of Pokemon, like why?
Well, let me see. We got all the important legendary birds.
Continuing on the Zapdos hate train today.
No. This is when he was getting his nose job. Because he wasn't available that day because he had to go get that done. And or
my problem is he does get one. I get it, like the day and night, but like, who's doing this? Who is trolling me specifically?
This makes the beak look normal. This makes it make sense. I am my soapbox is that is maybe the worst Zapdos card that's ever existed.
You better knock it off.
No. I love Zapdos. I think that's a bad Zapdos card now, though.
But you put both again. This is just weird. Like, where is this balloon coming from?
I don't understand why they didn't just put all three.
This is like some Stranger Things, like or like when the snap in Marvel. Like, what the frig is happening? I don't know who's making these decisions.
I like them. You know what? If you kind of block out that top, top right, I like the Moltres. Looks good.
100%. I agree.
Sick Moltres illustration rare.
I agree. This is cool. I think that they should have had one on each if that was the case. But you have an Umbreon, you have an Espeon. Hold on a second. Wasn't there a Meowth with the Espeon? There was. So there's a Meowth with the Espeon, and then there's also a Meowth with the Umbreon. But is this like the Galarian Meowth? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that might be.
That is the Alolan.
Alolan. Okay. Alolan.
The dark normal type.
So there's a Meowth in each of the evolutions. One, I like that. See, like they did
was good.
Cool things with that.
Scrafty's an interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I found my least favorite one. I found my least favorite one because I'm deleting a second Pokemon. I'm deleting 2 more Pokemon from the Pokédex.
Oh shit.
Illumise and Volbeat. They can go. I don't like these Pokemon. Up. Well, just glance over at the Greninja 10 and you'll see one of them.
Oh, this thing.
I don't like these Pokemon. I've never liked these Pokemon. They're so bad at everything. And I just don't like them. I think that they can go. I'm good with them.
Reminds me of something from like a Disney movie or something.
It looks, yes. It reminds me of like, it would be that little side character, the little it's trying to help guide you, but it's kind of like floating around. And I don't like it. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
I don't collect the tins. I don't really collect the tins either. So I'm like, whatever.
I like the 5 daytime, 5 nighttime ones.
Yeah, that's definitely cool.
I do like the Zapdos. I love Hisuian Zora so much. So I kind of like that one. But I've never collected the mini tins. I've never collected any of the tins. Honestly,
they spell anniversary, bro, not celebration.
Anniversary. That makes way more sense. Thank you.
You're like,
I was like, I'm having a stroke. Why are there 2 ends in celebrations? What's happening?
All right, so this is the V. I see. I'm trying to see. So anniversary. That's the E.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You know what? We could have scrolled down and just seen that, but no, we sat there.
But we don't. You know why we don't do that? We like we like giving everyone the fresh take every time.
Fresh take. For those listening, fresh take in this case is our inability to read.
I'm going through this the first time. No. Yeah, it's a binder collection.
Yeah, I don't like the binder, but it's very basic, exactly what you'd expect. It's carbon copy of the ETB front.
I'm not a huge fan of it. Booster bundle, same thing. Like whatever. This is like the first time with the celebration set we'll have a booster bundle, so that's pretty good.
That is true. I'm so excited for this next set. Oh baby, I'm excited for these battle decks.
Yes. Me too.
Oh, these are good promos.
So these are coming. So all that stuff was coming in September. These are coming October 30th. So yeah, I love these as well. These are similar to the ones we got with Mega DNC and Mega DNC and Haunter. The Haunter with the Gengar battle decks. I didn't pick them up to play with them, but you definitely can. I picked it up for the promo because I love the promo. And we were talking about this. They put a good promo like this in a product like this. Yeah.
This set will go down as the best promo. Obviously, there's a lot of them, but individually, there are some of the best promos we have seen since the promos became a thing. This Zeraora is so infinitely better than that SIR. I said that too. This goes so unnecessarily hard. Not only is it an incredible picture with the night sky and the lightning and everything, it also looks like he's on Pride Rock from Lion King, which is an awesome thing if that is the case. This is look at this guy. Umbreon Espeon, this is my favorite promo we've seen in all of Mega.
Like, look at this guy. Look at everything.
Absolute art.
I agree. And I said this on my live stream because we were actually just going through some of it during the live, just the pictures that I brought up. And I said the exact same thing. I said, this is the style artwork we should have gotten with a Mega Zeraora in pitch black. It's like you're coming out with an SIR of a Mega version of this, and it just looked like a full art. And then you got this for the promo? Dude, like this would have made pitch black so much better than just the Dark Chase.
And if you just replace that with Mega Zeraora, it's the Chase immediately.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, not the Chase. I think Darkrai still is, but it becomes like a set with 2 amazing chases in it versus a set with 1 amazing chase in it.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it also it helps it. It definitely helps it. But
it makes me wonder why they did a Mega Zeraora SIR when they knew the illustration where it was going to come out in this. But hey, you know what? As much as you hated that one, dude, you're eating. This is incredible. This is
fire.
This is. I mean, again, I don't know that I think there's a promo in Mega Era that's better than this. I don't think there is outside of the Umbreon Espeon. I think this is This is just so good. This is
art.
Beautiful.
Because like you can look at the Mega Charizard with the Mega Attack Rare promos that came in the UPC. Like there's nothing really to it. It's a full art. Like this is art. This is art. Yeah, this definitely would have helped Pitch Black pretty much rise above Chaos and Perfect Order. Again, the Darkrai is it, but I almost want to say Perfect Order is my favorite out of the three, which is so weird to say. That
is a take.
It's so weird to say out loud.
I don't agree with it because I think that Mega Darkrai is so good, but
no, it definitely is.
I like Perfect Order still. I think there's some good cards in there. I think I just don't like Mega Zygarde. I don't like Zygarde that much. I think that's what will always put me off. I like Darkrai. I don't like Mega Darkrai as much, but I like Darkrai. I don't like either Mega Zygarde or any of its forms really.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I do like this Ditto.
Yes. So this is going to be a $40 box coming out in October. This has 8. What?
I love this Ditto. I love the Ditto Cherubies so much.
Yeah, you're going to see this is so cool. I like that it's coming with this frame though. So it comes with what? Sorry, I'm going back and forth. It comes with 8 packs. Again, for $40, that's a $5 pack per pack. It comes with a frame and it comes with the promo. Again, dude, the promos in here are crushing.
They're so good.
So this is
so good.
This is Cherubi. Who is this?
It's Cherubi, yeah.
Cherubi, okay. And then you got the Ditto next to it, which is awesome as hell.
Even the little like second a little berry has a little Ditto face. And there's like the little flat Ditto in the back. Oh, it's
so good.
Ditto is such a fun Pokemon to have on art. And I love that they did something with him finally. Because he's deserved an illustration rare.
Yeah. Well, did he get one? Does he have one?
I don't think he has one. He definitely doesn't.
No, that's Crown Zenith. That's Crown Zenith, right? When it's the Ditto with the Numel in the Galarian gallery. Oh, that's Crown Zenith though. That's Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's a similar thing. But I'm still a fan of it in general. I'm all for it.
No, me too. This is
they've done fun things with them.
Yeah, 100%. And they should. And like I do like it because so this frame is actually, I'm looking at the what's your favorite, the thing that I had as my show and tell, the Best Buy like cardboard cutout thing. This is the exact thing. What's your favorite? So like on the back of that is the Ditto from Pokopia. It's the Pokopia promo on the back of that thing. And then on the front, it's this exact artwork that's around this card. So I like that they've tied it in that aspect. So kind of like the Pokopia thing there. I mean, this is kind of like Pokopia, right? Like, I don't even know. Like, the way that the grass is looking like boxy, kind of like the Minecraft.
So little of Pokopia that I'm just going to nod along because I've not played a second of it.
Me either. I wanted to get it, but yeah.
I just know I'm not going to play it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm still playing Scarlet, so I can't. More guys, guess what? There's more. But wait,
there's still more. There is so much product. It is wild.
The Mewtwo and the Mew premium figure collections, 5 packs. A jumbo. Now these are, I believe, promos. They are a jumbo Mewtwo and a regular Mewtwo card. Here's the Mewtwo figure, which I think is pretty cool. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to pick up all these products just to fill my promo.
You're going to have a rough time.
This is going to be tough. And there's the Mew, which I like. And you know what? The only thing that would have made this better is if these had full illustration rares, which would have absolutely crushed.
Oh man!
But yeah, there's the figure for that. The card. I mean, I like the artwork. It's really cool. What else? What do we got? The tins.
Yeah.
Which I think are the same. I believe these are the same cards that we got in the Greninja and the Sylveon. Yeah, because these are already in those other boxes. So I'm wondering if we're going to get both versions. I guess we are. This is going to come a little later. This is coming in December. So there is a little bit of a rollout.
There is, but all the main products to open outside of the UPCs are coming out at the same time, which I think is important because if they had done that with Mega or with Ascended Heroes, I think it would have gone a lot better than what they actually did.
Yeah, well, if you remember that far back 6 months ago when the ETB was the second, came out in like February, remember? So it wasn't even the first product.
It was just 3-pack blisters to start because they messed up the printing or the packaging or whatever.
2 and 3 packs, awful.
Oh boy,
dude, I honestly overall, this got me so much more excited than looking at the set. That is like my overall take on this. Like, it has now become like, holy shit, the amount of product coming out, but my God, the promos in here, a majority of them are killer. They are
so good.
Amazing. The products themselves are actually very good. So here's to hoping that we get a lot of it. I never obviously print them to the ground is a thing that a lot of people wish for. I think those days are over as far as Pokemon is concerned. However, if they were to print something into the ground, it should be this set. Celebration sets usually bring more people into the hobby to collect, nostalgia, all that stuff. So it's going to be crazy. And I think that also coming out of, which I don't think is really going to happen as much as it did in the past. Last year, we didn't have a summertime slump. This year, will probably a little bit, maybe
we're in it.
not.
We're definitely in it.
We're in it now, like where I've been seeing a lot more people listing stuff for sale. Like I said in one of the takes, it's a good buying opportunity. If you're out there and you have the means, this is it. This is like the time where you're going to look for people that are trying to offload stuff. There could just be people simply offloading to get into this when it comes out, to have funds to get this stuff, right? So if you're looking to pick up some older stuff, keep your eyes open for that. But coming out of the summertime, this is going to be crazy. Going into the holidays, this is gonna be crazy. And like we just said, Delta Rain is also going to be coming out in the middle of that, right before the holidays too. So it's going to be a rough a time. Hopefully that with all the different sets coming, there is product for people to go around, and some people might not want celebrations and they go for Delta Rain and vice versa. So hopefully that will help some of you guys out. I know that I'm going to be trying to figure out where I'm going, what direction I'm going into with this.
It's also interesting with what we assume is mega parade, whatever it's called, probably going to be, because of how weird the schedule has been with Mega, I would bet that's going to be like a, January, February type release. Because I don't really think they do specialty sets in the spring
for Japanese, because that's going to be the Japanese release. You're saying,
because Japanese, like I said in Pokebeach, it's usually not more than a year out when you get these and these trademarks. It's usually a bit less. Like we got Aura Seeker,
like 6 to 8 months, 6 to 12 months. I think they said.
Yeah, we got Aura Seeker early this year, and that's coming out in November. So if we're getting it now, then we know it's coming out probably before at least June, which makes me think it's probably going to be like a January, February weird Pokemon Day maybe release.
Oh, maybe
type deal, just because they're trying to fill time because the game's not going to come out until next November. So they're definitely, there's got to be like a time fill for them. So it'll be interesting to see.
Speaking of games, and we'll probably gonna, as we get closer to that date, I mean, obviously we get into probably in 2027 is when we're going to start to maybe talk about the game. I don't know if we'll even get leaks, but I did think that I saw that Pombon is going to end up on 2 legs in the 3rd evolution. I literally cried.
I'm not going to believe that.
I literally cried.
1, for my own mental sake, and 2, because I don't think that there are any leaks from this really right now. Because there's not reliable, because because the Switch 2 is not hackable, and because they did so much to kind of fix stuff after the Terra leak, I wouldn't believe anything I'm seeing right now. For now, until we see like some reliable sources back it up. And I'm looking at my reliable source that has been absolutely the most on top of this crap
and doesn't mention anything.
And he has not said a word. He actually, in fact, said that we won't hear anything else until next year.
Yeah, next year.
Officially.
I think you
for
did.
sure.
Yeah, I remember you said, right. So that's, man. There is something that I didn't have on the show run, but can since we're talking about cool promos, can I just show this real quick? I don't know if you saw this.
What's up?
There's more battle decks coming in Japanese. I don't know how this converts to English, but take a look at this. Take a look at this Eevee real quick. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, Sprigatito, come on. These are
Zoro looks pretty decent. That looks good.
I love it.
Show the Eevee again. I don't have it pulled up on my end.
No, that's fine.
I like it.
I was like, is this a Luffy hat? I legit almost was like, wait a minute.
Oh, I did see that. Like, the crossover we've been needing.
But this is like everything. This is like an adventure Eevee. This is like, there's a map here. There's like a megaphone, the hat, the net. Like, I don't know, man. I think these are really cool. Sprigatito is definitely a fan favorite. Obviously with Horizons, but yeah, I forgot. I was going through to see if Poke Beach had anything else, and I was like, wait a minute, we had not looked at that. So, all right, guys, that pretty much wraps up our 30th anniversary reveal. I hope you liked it. Let us know what you guys thought about our takes on it. Any takes that you guys had, we'd love to hear it. I really, I get so like interested in what you guys have to say and what you guys think. So please drop that in the comments. Again, we'll definitely read them on the next episode. Do we want to go into, so we will be getting into comments in a bit. Shall we go into Take Purge? I know we took off for a week and some of you guys were not well.
We're still going to do that because we need to let them simmer, but that's good. We got to leave one a little more. Got to leave one a little bit more.
That's it. So let's go right into it. Coda, you want to cue it up?
After much waiting, we are entering a world where there are no rules, there are no laws, there are only your stupidest, most half-baked takes on Pokemon, on cards, on games, on hating specific Pokemon, on attempting to piss off the entirety of the fandom, which I'm about to do. It's a great time, and at the end of the day, remember there are no rules. We cannot be held accountable for anything we say. Everything disappears once this segment ends and goes off into the ether, and it is in a different world. So we will not be held accountable nor answering comments about it because it's not real. What you'll say, well, let's put question marks. We won't know what you're talking about. This is the hot take purge. Do you want to go first and save mine for the wrap up?
Sure.
Not the wrap up, the second.
The second part? Yeah, I'll go first. So mine's a bit controversial coming from me because I do rip and ship, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, it's hard to say, and I think that there's obviously two sides to this, and I hope my goal is to be on one side of it. So let me get into this. I think that the community, the Pokemon community as a whole, the collectors, the people that want to rip live and all this stuff, I think that they care more about the streamer than the actual than what they're in Pokemon for when they're on the live streams. So, and what I mean by that is that I think a lot of people that are in the Savage community, I love you guys and I thank you. But people come into those guys and girls come into my stream and they say, yo, there's someone streaming right now that's ripping this set and it's like double yours. And it's like people are still buying those packs. They're still buying those breaks. And it just, none of it really makes sense. And it's like, are these people like for real? Like, do they know? So I'm just chalking it up to, they're just trying to support that streamer. And I don't want to necessarily say that's a problem, but like, I don't know. Do you like spending double what you can spend somewhere else on the same thing? And I think, I that's what I asked myself. And then it's like, all right, well, it comes down to they're just supporting the streamer. And I think that a lot of people do that in my stream too. I like to be the cheapest with breaks, but I'm sure like the other product that I have in the shop, they might be able to find somewhere else for a little bit less, but they just like what's happening on Soft Savage Rips and they do it. So I just like, why, like if you guys are here, if you guys are still here, what do you guys particularly go on to specific rip and ships that you just like the person? Have you been following that person for so long? Why do you, and it's really the same thing with what I say about Whatnot is, why do people spend more on singles on Whatnot? Is it because they don't have time to look up the pricing? Like, or do you just like the streamer and do you just want to support the stream? And I hope that that's the case at the back end. So like, and if you have the means, by all means, like we always say, we don't want to ever judge the way people spend their own money on like whatever they want to spend. But is that the case? Do you guys just support the streamer, or like you just can't find anything else and you're there and you are like, all right, we're going to go in on this 18 pack break for $70, which is insane. That's like my take is that I think that people just nowadays, like, they're okay with overspending. People are okay with overspending on certain things because they like what's happening on the stream. They want to support the streamer. When they pull a big chase card, they like what comes with that, whether it's recognition or whatever. But that's kind of like how I'm seeing things happening on the digital side of it, where you're on a rip and ship or whatever. It's, I don't know. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? That's whoever is spending the money's, question to ask themselves, problem, issue, whatever it is. But that's what I've been noticing. And that's like, it could be okay and it could not be okay at the same time. You're buying stuff, go for it. But if you haven't been to Soft Savage Rips, find me over on TikTok. I am dual streaming sometimes on YouTube as well. So
yeah, I buy that. I feel that. I feel like makes a lot of sense, because again, rip and ships are not I don't think rip and ships have ever been about getting the best deal. I think it's an entertainment, like you can get cheaper things through, getting stuff off Amazon, but some people like going to the mall and some people like going to like specific stores and going to specific places and having the nostalgia or the experience that goes with it. And that costs, for people that do a good job of doing rip and ships or a good job doing these live streams and different things, your talent has value. Your entertainment talent has value in that, and that can get priced into things. Yeah. Now mine. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this in a way that makes what I'm trying to say clear. I think the base set Charizard is 98% of its popularity is just because it's the base set. It's the card itself is objectively fine. The art itself it's fine, but if you pull up TCG Player and you pull up Charizards, obviously we have the Mega Charizard X, which I adore and is my favorite Charizard we've ever printed. We have the Charizards from Paldean Fates, with the shiny Charizard there. You have the Obsidian Flames Charizard. You have the gold Charizards that look pretty good for gold cards. You have the Shining Charizard from Hidden Fates that's really popular. You have these different Charizards, and then if you say, well, you got to exclude the modern, right? Modern is they've had more time to develop it. They have more technology, more space, more ability to do cooler things. Cool. Charizard Gold Star is my favorite old school, if you want to call it that, like older Charizard card. It's incredible. You have Shining Charizard. You have Blaine's Charizard, which looks pretty good. It's kind of a very similar art style, obviously. You also have the Charizard from X Edition, looks pretty good. There are so many Charizards that are better art, even in the classic stuff, the Charizard Level X from Spring Victors, that are better art, that are more dynamic art, that are more emphatic on the Pokemon itself. And really show a cool side of Dark Charizard. I didn't even mention Dark Charizard from Team Rocket, and just the little like sideways glance through the fire back. It looks incredible. That show off the personality of the Pokemon much better than base set does. That I think if you plugged, say the Dark Charizard was the first one, can you imagine Dark Charizard being the base set Charizard? I think it would be even more popular. Fire. Because it's just such a cool art. So I think we only value it because it's the first one, not because it's a better one. It's just because it's the first one.
100%.
I think objectively, basic Charizard's like a bottom half Charizard card as far as the exclusive or the holos or special rares or whatever. It's bottom half. It's not that good. It's not that good. There are a lot better ones, honestly, especially when you go back to these older sets. I mean, I always love Gold Star. I've always loved the Gold Star. One, because I love Shiny Charizard. I think Shiny Charizard looks incredible. I remember, I should have pulled it up. There's a one in black and white. There was a secret rare Charizard that was a Shiny Charizard. And I did pull it when I was in college at one point. And it was just so cool. I was like, this is incredible, because I was shiny hunting at that point. I loved it.
It was in black and white era. I want to find
it was. It might have been. I don't think it was in black. I don't think it was Boundaries Crossed. It might have been one of the plasma sets. Plasma Blast, Plasma Freeze.
Oh, Plasma Storm, maybe?
Plasma Storm was one as well. I think it was one of the plasmas now I'm thinking about it. But anyway, I don't have that card anymore. I traded it off for probably way less than it's actually valued. I don't want you to tell me how it's worth now. But I just think that we've got that. I think that's also why there's such a fatigue with seeing this card reprinted, because it in and of itself is not great Charizard. I don't think it shows Charizard off very well. I don't think it really gives you the personality that Charizard has. Like in the anime, Charizard's got an insane amount of personality. Like in that original anime, he had so much personality, and I think that Dark Charizard really represents that so much better than the basic Charizard did, as do a lot of them, as do the Gold Star one, as does the Blaine Charizard, where he's at least, blowing fire. He's got like this very much like more ferocious look. I just think basic Charizard's not that good, and I think people only like it because of the first one. And I think if you took it out of that, I think it'd be one of the Charizards we all kind of forget.
I might save this for one of my takes coming up. But
just the opposite. It's the best Charizard that's ever existed.
No, overall, I understand what you're saying. I think I have to agree with it. And
if we just could take the nostalgia glasses off,
that's right? Exactly what I was just going to say. I think that was one of my takes I'd probably say, but it's nostalgia is driving the popularity on that.
And honestly, for me, and again, this is a take Purge world. I do believe this more than most of my take Purges, but still, I think if we just could objectively look at Gold Star Charizard, which obviously you're not going to print shiny Charizard as the first one, but even again, Dark Charizard is just an infinitely cooler, more personality, more fitting of what the anime was at that time than basic Charizard is. I really wish that had been that one, because I think, well, I don't wish it, because I can actually access the non-holo version of Rocket's Charizard or Dark Charizard versus, even the unlimited base set's still crazy expensive, right? So
yeah,
I think nostalgia glasses have made that so much more popular than I think it would be if it wasn't specifically base set Charizard. Because you never hear someone say, "Oh, I love that Charizard. It's base set Charizard. It's base set Charizard. It's base set Charizard." It's like, if you don't name it that and you take away the base set part of it, it's just an okay Charizard old school card.
Yeah, exactly. It's the nostalgia. Like, it's like so many things. Like, do you go back and do a master set of base set over any of the newer sets with all like the full art illustration rares, and you know what I mean? Like, outside of the nostalgia factor, on it.
And nostalgia has value, obviously. I mean, nostalgia clearly has value, but at the same time, should the base set Charizard be so much more expensive and worth so much more than the other old school Charizards that also weren't printed very much?
Right.
Like, I don't know how much a base set Charizard, like Shadowless first edition, is going for, but I guarantee you it's like infinitely more than like Shining Charizard I think didn't they go for like $1 million in that golden? Well, the PSA 10 did.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What's the it's me almost impossible to see what the actual value is, but
there's definitely not going to be one just chilling on TCG Player, right?
if it is, there's like ripped in half somehow. Damaged unlimited holo foils, $800 on there. Unlimited,
so that's the shadow. That has a shadow.
Yeah, it's under the shadow. It's so lazy. I think the third page where all the expensive stuff is. Damn. There's a lightly played one for $100,000 on there.
On TCG Player?
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
I just chilling. Imagine. But wait. Plus $2 shipping.
The shipping.
$2 shipping, baby.
Oh my God, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that I know, I'm sure there'll be people that don't like that, and that's fine because people don't like me anyway sometimes. But I just think that nostalgia glasses have made us think that this card is a objectively better card than it actually is, and it's just the rarity that makes it. It goes, actually goes against my last take Purge, where I said PSA population numbers don't matter, because it's not PSA population, but it's like older cards that are harder to get, I get being more valuable, because it's almost impossible to find a near mint version of it. But specifically, even if you just compared it to the other Charizard cards of the old eras, I mean, Dark Charizard wipes the floor with.
No, it's so good. I think I have one around here. My buddy gave me one to bring to the show.
Yeah, it's
actually
so good.
Pretty mint. I might want to buy it from him, but
ooh.
Yeah, take Purge in the books.
It's been purged.
Where do you want to go next? Do you want to do comments, or you want to do pickups? Did you pick anything up this week?
I got nothing. Let's save the pickups for last. And guys, you want to stick around, because if you've not been following Savs on social media or in the Discord, which you should be, absolute heater on his trip recently.
Yes. Yeah. All right, that's perfect. I like it.
Heat. Thank you guys for all the love on the last episode. Obviously, it was one of our bigger episodes performing wise, simply because it was the episode that was up for 2 weeks. But we also, got a lot of comments. I will not be getting to all of them just because there are 40 comments.
There's quite a bit.
And there's some really good questions. I want to make sure we spend time on them. But and like I said, there's more comments because we were off for a week. So I want to get to some of the really good question ones and some of the really good points. So I don't read your comment this week. My apologies. Usually we will continue forward with every comment, but it's already almost 11 here. We've been going for an hour and a half. We can't go for another hour and a half.
I want to do one, which you might skip. I don't know if you know which one it is. I don't know if you know which one it is.
I know it is. I was gonna skip it, but you're welcome to do that.
No. We're not gonna skip it. We officially have our first nickname of the podcast. Pseudo Kudos.
That's not what their name was when they posted it, by the way.
Oh, that was it? I don't know what
it was. It was.
He remembers.
Oh, because I messaged you the day we were talking about this comic because it made us laugh, and it was something poopy pants or something like that. Like it was something poopy pants or something like that. And I was like, this is hilarious. I love it.
Coda saying stop complaining when all he does is complain actually made me laugh. Love you guys. Coda, buck up, Buttercup. Life's not so bad. Into which I responded saying, that's hysterical. You heard it here first, folks. New nickname alert. Coda the complainer. With a K. Coda,
I love it.
Complainer with the Coda K. I love it.
I love it.
Coda, take it away, brother. Listen, we're out here. We're out here doing it. So shout out to you for leaving the comment. But you know what? Coda's out here doing his thing. So we're putting ourselves out there for that.
Cool. I'm glad that. What's worse, someone that complains about complaining, or someone that complains about the complainer complaining?
Oh,
it's hard to say. So shout out to you, whatever your actual name was. That is now, what was it now? Something Kudos.
Pseudo Kudos.
That's actually a fire nick. That's a fire username. I love Pseudo Kudos. That's, oh my gosh. Pseudo Kudos is just like whenever you say something that's like, it's like the new backhanded compliment. Oh my gosh,
exactly.
Backhanded compliment should be called Pseudo Kudos. Shout out to the username. That is,
but pseudo. The word pseudo is it spelled with P?
It's PSE.
Yeah, so they have just SUDO, but it is Pseudo Kudos. It's perfect.
I still love it. Pseudo Kudos is I want to start like a line of shirts that are Pseudo Kudos. That it's like the front like looks like a compliment, the back is like the back. It's just backhanded compliments. But we call them Pseudo Kudos.
Oh, I love that. You're giving people ideas. Here we go.
I know. That's so good. I love that. That's so funny. I'm not going to stop whatever you think is complaining, by the way. I'm just going to continue doing it because that's funny.
Never. Don't stop.
Let's see. Well, one, I want to start with this one from Dylan, who said, I did get to the end. If you guys do take off a week, please ensure to come back. I've had too many pods I love, take a break, and then never get heard from again. Yeah. Like I said, we're going to have to take weeks off because we're both, adults with jobs and families and busyness. So But yeah, no, we're not. We love this too much to go anywhere. Because again, we're not doing this for any other reason other than we like talking about Pokemon and hanging out. So
100%.
Don't worry, we don't have any plans of going anywhere.
We have at least 1,025 weeks that we have to fulfill. So.
Oh, good Lord. I was thinking about the comment of doing lines.
Yes.
Just doing the lines. I think that would probably be a good way of doing it. Because there's some Pokemon that's like,
that was from Chad.
To choose, but yeah, it's like if I had to choose between two, I'd choose this one. And this one, like, it's fine. So I almost wonder if that's maybe not with like, I think Eevee should be its own, and I think Pikachu should be its own. But like the Nidoran line, I'm fine with all three of the Nidoking line and the Nidoqueen line being a separate episode and just kind of going through that. Because again, I'd like to get to other Pokemon within less than 20 years.
That's exactly 1,000 weeks. Yeah. So that's so Chad said to get through the Pokédex faster, maybe doing evolution lines, which we started off obviously with the number of the podcast was the number of the Pokédex. So we might evolve. How you like that? Into doing something like that and getting through the decks faster. So that's a good idea.
I think Pikachu needs to be its own though, because that's gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna have a hard time picking which one I like out of that.
Yeah,
there's so many good ones.
There's so many.
We got OG Chris, of course, back in the comments. Thank you, brother. With his favorite letter W, because I did remember the thing. I was looking at the comments and everybody kept saying letters. I was like, what the frick did we talk about? Because guys, it's 11 o'clock where we live by the time we get to this point in the episode. And I've usually been up for, since or pretty early this morning. So I am like, whatever. I couldn't tell you what we already said for this episode to put in the comments. So.
Well, we did drop the worm. We're dropping the worm. We're dropping the worm.
There you go. So I had no clue what was going on until I finally realized, it's their favorite letter. Got it.
Yep.
He said, the young kids boom or bust mentality opening packs is very relatable. My 8 and 4-year-old boys take an open booster pack wrapper and play God pack opening with their PC. I preach repeatedly to appreciate the bulk card designs and discuss how the attacks can be used in the TCG match. Otherwise, just buy singles and no more ripping. So sometimes you got to threaten them to make sure they start appreciating things, because once that's gone, they're going to really not appreciate the fact they don't get open bags anymore. And then he said, on the lasagna topic, I spell beautiful aloud. Thanks, Jim Carrey. He also put the red X, which I guess is something we also asked for. And he said, I'm with Coda. Bye, Japanese. Amen. Thank you. Preach it.
Yeah. If you guys didn't listen to that pod, we had randomly it was a tangent of the day was words that don't sound like, So lasagna with the silent G and all that jazz.
And there was some other word that you were like, I can't remember what it was, but I was like,
what was the word?
I was refused to believe that was right. And I literally was like, oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot.
Oh my gosh, we're
just
awful.
Happening more and more every day. Dude, like we were. That's the thing, guys. We don't remember half of what we say in these podcasts because you get two boys with ADHD that are just talking, and then we walk away with about 40% of the information that we had through this podcast, and then we look at comments and we're like, "What are they talking about?"
I responded to that and I said that he liked, but I was just like, I had the kids partake in the master sets. That helps them appreciate the bulk cards too, because we need to collect them at least in the beginning of the sets. So that kind of helps if you guys wanted to get your kids involved in like appreciating that stuff. So
master sets are just theme sets. I mean, like I said, I've got my beach set with these, starting soon. So, so I the beach themed, Pokédex and that kind of stuff is just fun. It's a fun way to collect and make all these, like, because then you can kind of treat it as like you're hunting down the other, like, find some other cards that have beaches in them and or like, beach like scenes or adjacent to it or something like that. Like the Executor card, the Alolan Executor that's a promo. It's like perfect for a beach theme set.
Right in the beach theme.
So yeah, it's great. But shout out OG Chris as always. We got Jif Nando, who is the person that was asking us if they should get a PSA 9 Van Gogh Pikachu or a PSA 10 Chinese exclusive Cubone. He said, I'm the Van Gogh versus Cubone guy. I went with the PSA 10 Cubone in Chinese. You just don't see it ever at these shows. At the shows I go to in this area, compared to the Van Gogh, which is everywhere. Thanks for reading my question. The wife and I had a good laugh on how hard the answer was. We did struggle with that because we don't know the context, but I am personally, as a collector, glad that he went with the Cubone, because I love that card so much more, because I think it's so just, one, it's the only Cubone card we have. Two, it's really adorable. It looks so good.
Yeah, it really is. I love it.
Let me see. I had a couple highlighted that want to pop through. Yes. We got Con to the John, who said C is his favorite letter and also made it to the X portion, which I love. It's so great. Loved last episode's acknowledgement about the MSRP crowd only. Hello. MSRP only crowd that are shaming people for buying secondary market product, even when that's the only option for buying what you want sometimes. One of my best friends tells me I am not a true collector because I'm a vendor and I buy at market price for a lot of stuff and not MSRP. It just doesn't make any sense to only buy MSRP because there is so much that you'll miss out on collecting if you pigeonhole yourself. In for what reason? Yeah. I mean, that's why I've been following for this whole time. Like, what something is worth is not just what the manufacturer says it is, it's what it's worth to you, in the same way that any collectible or honestly anything is worth what it's worth, right? Like, you go to buy a car or you go to sell a car, just because the Kelley Blue Book says one thing doesn't mean that that's the price that you want to sell it for. Maybe you value that car more. Maybe you know that the car is harder to find or whatever, and you're going to have it as a little bit more expensive because you know you can get that money for it. That doesn't make you worse than the person that's just going and saying, well, whatever the Kelley Blue Book says, I'm going to sell it to that, for that, and that's it. It's just in the same way. If I know that I really love, this Cubone card, right? And I really want to get it. Well, it's ridiculous prices, or I really want to open Mega Dream, or I really want to open whatever. And it's like, well, I'm going to have to pay X amount per pack, but I've got the money for it and I want to. Like, I'm going to spend the money elsewhere. So why not spend it on what I want? It's silly to gatekeep that. You can hate the fact that it's over MSRP, but you can't you can't be over here, I mean, in some cases, obviously more extreme cases, like people screaming and on borderline fights that I've seen over not like, again, you keep an eye on your own pockets, right? That's always like, unless you are a public figure or someone that requires or is obligated to some kind of transparency, or, like, what GameStop's doing, I think, is messed up, because I do believe that they should be held to a similar standard as other big box stores because of their access. But if I want to go into GameStop and buy the product, I have every right to, and there is nothing that doesn't make you inherently less of a collector than the person that's sitting outside a Walmart or a Target at 2 a.m. trying to get product because they want to open it, only open at MSRP. Guess what? My time is worth whatever many hours you've been sitting out, waiting for this product. I'm valuing that. It's just is what it is,
I responded saying, part of my response was just like, you're a collector and a vendor. So like, those two things can live individually from one another. Mm-hmm. And, because I do the same thing. I wear multiple hats in this Pokemon space. So it's like, and I also was just like, don't let anyone tell you what you should and shouldn't do. If you can do it, do it. And Kelly actually brought up a good point. Speaking of the MSRP stuff and GameStop that you just brought it up, I think GameStop was pre-ordering the 30th ETB for like 120 or 150, which is like 3 times MSRP. But like, if you look at all the other big specialty set ETBs, that might be one of the better things that you can get from them. I think the UPCs were around $400 pre-order at GameStop, which is insane. But yeah, MSRP is kind of like, right now, you really, unfortunately, can't look at it.
I also think that a lot of people don't know what MSRP stands for.
Yes.
And it's very important. It's very important nuance. You were about to say it.
No, manufacturer suggested retail price.
Suggested.
So it's suggested. And that's really what it is. So
there's no binding contract to sell it out. There's no like requirement to only be at the suggested price. In the same way that they could sell it for less than the suggested price, they can sell it for more than the suggested price.
That's what I was just going to say. Is like people weren't here for that when things were going for way less than MSRP. Yeah. So like, again, you wouldn't buy a booster box for MSRP, which is $166, if market is $130, would you? So
yeah. It's like the quote from Pirates of the Caribbean where it's they talk about the rule. I think it's the rules of parlay, and it's like they're more of guidelines than actual steadfast rules. And like this suggested retail price is more of a guideline than the actual rules.
I love that movie.
Such a good, as bad as the other ones were. That first one is always going to be just one of my favorite, like it's one of my favorite rewatch movies specifically.
I watched it with the kids recently.
I have movies that I love. I love Interstellar. I cannot rewatch that very much. It's a pretty heavy, pretty long movie. That's a good movie.
That's a space movie, right?
That is the Matthew McConaughey in space movie. Yeah.
Oh, he was in space. I thought it was like George Clooney or somebody.
No, you're thinking of, is that Arrival?
Is it George Clooney?
You're thinking of another. There's another movie that I think has George Clooney in it, but this one is not. This is just Matthew McConaughey in space. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Incredible soundtrack, incredible movie, but not an easy rewatch because there's a lot to process with it. But Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm like every year around like summertime, if I'm going to get ready to go to the beach, I'm like, throw it on, let's go.
Johnny Depp, crushed it.
It was so good. It was so much fun. But yeah, thank you, Conjon. Lakota said, never met another person named Coda. That's awesome. Yeah, much like you, it's not my actual name. My actual name is Dakota, but I've gone by so many nicknames in life that I decided Dakota was one that a good friend of mine started calling me when I was in college, and I just kind of kept it for a while. So I have this thing where I can know how you know me or when you know me from based on what you'll call me.
Same.
Like if someone calls me one name that I grew up being called, I'll know it. If someone calls me a different name that I went to college and early adulthood with, I'll know it. And if someone calls me Coda, I know they know me from Pokemon. Or
that's so funny.
Or they're one very specific person in my life that called me Coda.
I never thought of it that way, but you're 100% right. Like because I have like a long Greek first name. So it's like, that's crazy. Didn't even think about that, but you're so right.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that. I love to see that. I did want to read this one from W.R. Mosley. He says favorite letter is W, and the word he always spells out is busyness, which I always say too. So I totally get it.
Me too.
His favorite Pokemon is Ditto, and favorite Bulbasaur is 151. Good choices. But I want to get to his least favorite word is ascertain. I never thought of. I've used that word quite a few times, and when he pointed out that it was least favorite word, I was like, ascertain. Oh, it is kind of a stupid word. It does kind of sound bad. Like ascended flows off the tongue so well. Ascertain is like your mouth is just kind of like, whoa. It just feels like your mouth doesn't know what to do.
When I read this, I was like, yo, honestly, Pokemon has helped me with spelling because the amount of times me as a content creator, I put that in quotes, had to spell the word ascended. Like I now I know how to spell ascended without even thinking. Journey. I mean, Journey's not that hard, but like, with the O-U-R, like spelling out these Pokemon names, Phantasmal, like just I'm like, okay, now I know how to spell those immediately, like no questions. And my phone will auto-correct it if it knows what I'm trying to say because I've been spelling them for so long. But yeah, that's what I thought about when he wrote ascertain. That's pretty funny.
I do agree with that one. I'm gonna save this one for the end because this is the one that we messaged very briefly about. But Zay said delete all the Paradox Pokemon, which I think is a ridiculous thing. I mean, I delete a good half of them. Totally fine with that.
He did, but the second part of that statement was kind of true,
though. They did right. I don't mind it. I don't. Mind
the SIR is a little weird, like the long, like the long neck. It's like the one from Prismatic, which we pulled last night in the Chinese version, is actually I think a lot better just because it's a different angle. But
so I always think about gouging fire. I think is an improvement on Entei. I love Entei. I think gouging fire looks great. Not an improvement, a good compliment. It doesn't necessarily make you good.
Yeah, I wanted to hear if they have sounded anything on there, but
okay. So I think gouging fire is a good compliment. I think walking awake's terrible. I do not like it at all. So the Suicune, yes, absolutely delete that one. Mm-hmm. What is it? Is it roar? No, what is it called?
Roaring Moon.
No, not that one. The
Iron Valiant,
the Raikou one.
Oh, the Raikou one. The Raikou one is dude, I couldn't think of it last night either because I couldn't read it in Chinese. It was Raging Bolt.
It's Raging Bolt. Thank you. I was saying it's really popular. It was a really popular deck in the meta for a while. It's fine. I like it. I think Raikou's better, but I don't hate it. But I will say most of the future ones can go. I'm fine with that. I think they're just chromatic versions. It's the same thing I have with the futuristic rares, where it's just the chromatic versions of like, oh, it's just chrome Tyranitar, it's chrome iron.
Those are not new Pokédex numbers, right?
They are. They're different Pokemon. They're different. They're considered different Pokemon, much in the same way that Miraidon and Koraidon are just future and past versions of Cyclizar.
Yeah.
So they are their own. They are their own number. But like most of the future ones can go because they're just chromatic versions. I don't really care for them, but I like Roaring Moon a lot.
Me too.
I really like what was
Iron Valiant.
Screamtail. Screamtail is really fun. I think it's an improvement on Jigglypuff. Yep. There's I like the Amoonguss one.
Brute Bonnet.
Brute Bonnet. Yeah. I think that's a great one. So I think the future ones, absolutely. Like I regret getting Violet as the first game just because the Paradox Pokemon were so much, except for Iron Bundle. I like Iron Bundle because I'm a Shady Penguin fan, and
it's it's all like metal. You're right. It's like all like it's just Iron Thorns. Is that Tyranitar?
Yeah, Iron Thorns. You have Iron Hands, which is Hariyama. You have Iron Valiant's like the best of them, I'd say. I
think so too. I mean, because it kind of looks very much still like Gardevoir.
Yeah, but like the Cobalion one, like the Swords of Justice got theirs, and like Iron Leaves is meh. Iron Crown's not that good.
Iron Crown,
and then whatever the Terrakia, Iron Boulder is also just like not. No, that
one's the worst one. I think that one could definitely be deleted.
So like all the future ones for sure. There's some past ones I really.
Is Sandy Shocks? Is that ancient?
Sandy Shocks is ancient. I kind of like Sandy Shocks.
I kind of like it too. Yeah, it is fun.
It's fun Magneton.
I like Magneton. So
yeah, exactly. I love me some Magneton. But yeah, I love that. Let's see.
Hey, well, he also said delete all the monkeys. Come on, Chimchar did nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, I told him in the comments like no. It's the elemental monkeys specifically. Like I love. Infernape is my starter of choice in Gen 4, but I think it's the elemental monkey. It's Semi-Sage, Semi-Seer, and Semi-Poor, and their pre-evolutions that can just be gone. It's completely gone. No one cares. I also had another one recently. The problem is, here's the hard part. When I really like the evolved version of a Pokemon, but passionately hate the base version, it's really hard to figure out what to do, or vice versa. Like Oinkologne, couldn't give a crap about that. I love Lechonk because of the name and the name only.
Yeah.
Scatterbug, hate Scatterbug. Love the Villon because there's so many different versions, and I like that kind of the different designs that they have.
How do you feel? Well, is Reverum like
I think it's fine.
Quick, because I was teetering about like either putting that in there as a delete as well, because Varoom was just so annoying. It just like kept coming at me in the game. I'm like, chill out. But like, is Reverum the full thing, or is it part of like when you're fighting Atticus? Portion.
It's just the engine.
So okay, so it is. So that whole car thing is
powering the car. I remember when they had that come out, and I thought that it was the whole thing, and it could change forms, kind of like Arceus. I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And then it came out, it was just the motor. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. It's better then, because the car Pokemon like that is. But I do like Charjabug, and that's different. Like it's like a kind of like a little car looking thing, but
I love Charjabug, little bus.
Yeah, it's cute.
I will never hear any talk of deleting anything from Gen 7 because that is my favorite generation. And I know there are bad Pokemon in it, but there's so much nostalgia for there that's my nostalgia glasses. I'm like, do not talk poorly about me and my Alolan sons ever again.
Don't even think about it.
How dare you? Oh boy. Let's see. Jay Birds came through. I said I was going to read every comment. I'm going to end up reading most of the comments because they're all good. You guys keep having good comments. Dang it. Favorite letter was S. He said, if the plural of goose is geese, why is the plural of moose not meese? Which I agree.
100%.
He also said, also, Kodo, what is your first legendary you caught in the video games? Mine was Suicune and Crystal from way back. I don't think I caught the legendaries in Gen 1, so I think it was Lugia. Because I played Silver. So I'm pretty sure it was Lugia on my cousin's Game Boy Color. So from Pokemon Silver, I caught, I think it was Lugia. I think it was Silver. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Because then I remember catching Groudon and Ruby, but I'm pretty sure I have a faint memory of catching Lugia because it took me a lot of tries because I didn't quite understand how statuses worked.
Yeah, I don't even remember catching them, to be honest. Did I even?
Yeah. I just have so many memories. The games will always be my favorite part of the Pokemon franchise just because they've had they've been with me for my entire life as far as they've been available to me. So since like 1998, I think it was the first time I ever played a game, or 97 when I was like 4 or 5. And they were like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just over there like, but I pissed my cousin off by deleting all of his save data because I didn't know you couldn't have multiple saves. But yeah, pretty sure it was Lugia.
I don't remember.
Yeah. It wasn't Gen 1. I know mine was Gen 1. So we got Evan who said, while AI is bad for the environment and I don't want data centers anywhere near me. Agreed. He was actually trying to build one recently close to where we are and I hate it. I said, I'm definitely buying Pokemon games forever, even if AI is involved. Fair. And you know what? That's absolutely up to you. And that's,
last episode we did speak about the AI.
Yeah.
They were trying to do something with AI and like battles and creating
the
best.
It was whoever could train the best Pokemon TCG playing AI to compete against other AIs and they get a prize or whatever at the end of it. And I said that we were talking about voice, I said, if you could have no voice acting forever in Pokemon, or it was only going to be AI, like what would you choose? And then I said, if they did AI voices instead of paying voice actors, that I would probably not play the game.
Yeah.
Which I'd have a real hard time with committing to that, but I do have a pretty strong hatred for voice acting and music and stuff being taken by AI. So, but yeah, I mean, again, that my values are not everyone else's values. So absolutely, don't let me hold you back.
Are you complaining or?
I'll complain about AI. Yeah, I'm down for that. I will complain about AI all day long, especially.
Listen, there's a place for it, and there's not a place for it.
From the stupidity of Siri, don't do it. Yeah. That has constantly had an issue with me to knowing people that have lost jobs to it. I'm just like I'm
yeah. No, I totally.
I will give up the good. I will give up the good of it because I hate the bad of it so much. But yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to get through a couple because it's already 11:15. I do not want to go into it. Oh yeah, T. Smurfy said, "I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and delete the futuristic rares."
Bang!
Yes,
you're
absolutely.
Something.
Deleted. And this is one I want to get to, and then we will get to the team, our favorite team one. That we're picking the 6 Pokemon for a team.
Oh gosh,
you messaged me this. Did you forget?
Yeah. I was like, oh god.
I wanted to chat. I want you to know. Savs sent me this message like, God, he's like, dude, this is so cool. I'm so excited for this. And I immediately started working on it, and then this man forgot.
It was the last.
So maybe we'll save that one for next week's episode when we can actually put down a good list of it, because I do think it's a very good question, and I will read it before we get into it. We will have a team next week. This is from WWE. WWE deleted my social medias, which we've had him or her or them comment before. They said, I'm not an investor and I have rare candy and collector. It's like having your binder in your pocket. So that way, when you meet someone, you can talk about the stuff that you have and compare binders. Also, if you go to a show, you can find out if you have something or not, and don't want to, so that you don't spend money if you can't remember, and it helps you see the price of stuff and know what your risk is. Yes. Clarifying what I was saying on that point, I said that, what a lot of people consider true collectors, which are people that are collecting purely for the card or purely for the nostalgia, not for the price at all, wouldn't have rare candy or collector. I meant it in the sense of like, when people say or people bust out their collector app, it's so rarely for that reason, at least in my experience. And maybe I'm in a different world than a lot of people, because it's mainly like it's shows, it's, YouTube stuff, it's whatever. And it's the number that they want to show. When you see people posting their collector app stuff, it's not like the cards, it's the number. It's the number everywhere you see it. So my point was more, it probably could have been better phrased as the people that are what people want to consider true collectors that truly don't care about the price and are just collecting the cards for the cards won't have the slightest clue what it's valued at. Unless they need to insure it, of course, because some people have collections like that. But like, as far as, they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, my collection's up $500 this week. They're not gonna care about that, because they're just gonna be like, oh, did you see the sick pickup I got? And it's like, whatever they value at that point is not, they may not know, they may know what they paid for, but they may not be like, oh yeah, it's already gone up 5%. That's more what I was meaning, not like you can't keep up with, because I use collector for that. I keep up with my buddy's collection, because he doesn't want to know the price, because he'll be tempted to sell. And for me, I don't care. But I keep up with my stuff just because like you said, I like to know, like, oh, I did get a PSA 10 of that, because I collect a lot of Japanese PSA 10s. So, or the clay collections or different collections like that. So absolutely. Yep. That is not what I was meaning in that. It was more the people that just stare at the numbers, right? They want to see number go up, and their enjoyment of that app is not the ease of seeing what they have, but more the up and downs of number go up, number go down.
Yeah. I mean, to that point, I last night, after we did all the breaks and gave away the booster box of Chaos Rising, we did. So one of the buyers was like, "Hey, do you have this card?" And he actually sent me his collector link in the Discord. I opened it up on screen and I was scrolling through. He's like, and he had a section. He was like, "Here's what I need from Gem Packs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's what I have to trade." And I was like, that's a great use of that app that quickly sends somebody one of something and look at it. That's something that TCG player lacks. You can't send a link.
Very much so.
I don't know why they don't have it. It sends like an Excel. Like, who the hell wants to open up an Excel sheet on any device to look? Like, I'd rather see the picture. You can clearly see what you have and what you don't have by a picture, more than you're looking at the words and what set is it. Like, but that way of looking through stuff was very quick.
Yeah. So absolutely, collector is super, super, super helpful. I don't use rare candy as much. I don't know that one as much, but for me, it's not a stock portfolio for me. I'm sure, I know for other people it is, but that was kind of the defining line of like, if you know what that number is and you know when it goes up, when it goes down, you're probably an investor, which is fine. Again, I had no problem with investors, but like, let's not villainize let's not villainize investors, but also keep up with what our number is at, because why would you need to know the number if you're never going to sell?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's just clarification again. That's
on the for T.S. Murphy, he had a second part to his thing, which kind of ties into like just the collection aspect of it. He said he's a plumber, and he has a small channel on YouTube, but he might want to get into like some Pokemon card ripping videos. What do you guys think about that? But he said, he said any suggestions, and I was like, I don't think of anything with plumber related. But again, like, back to what Coda said about how he does his collections. I think last pod we also read someone that was doing like a water themed collection as well. So like, I immediately was like, there aren't specific plumber types, I don't think, cards, but there are like job site cards, which would be cool. And I immediately thought of the Steelix from Paradox and there's an Excadrill in Temporal that's like on a job site in like a mine, I think, or something like that. So those are cool. Like there's so many different themes that you can have, and collector is a great way to put it in there, like which cards you do have, which cards you're looking for, and you can send those links out to people. I think that's a really cool tool.
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly run through a couple other, the last couple. Brian said when he first saw Oinkalone, he was pronouncing it like baloney, Oinkalone, because it's a pig. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that is so funny. I was like, damn. It's
Oinkalone. Baloney, Oinkalone. I'm naming all my Oinkalones baloney from now on. That's fantastic. Yeah, thanks for that comment. And Matt E9 also was talking about the getting caught up in the chase and feeling disappointed when you don't get a hit in the pack. And now that he's learned the actual TCG, you can appreciate the cards a lot more because you are building decks and trying to find new decks, which I agree 100%. That's a great way to really appreciate cards. Also, I believe Matt was he got some Ascended Heroes polls in the comments, which was sick. He pulled the Team Rocket's Dugtrio and Mimikyu, the Mischievous IR, the Attack Rare Mega Electros, Larry Staraptor, and 2 Pikachu EXs. He did not specify which ones. Did he specify in the comments which ones he pulled?
Yeah.
Okay, it was the pink ones. Which, you know what? It's nothing wrong with that. You know how many SIRs I've pulled from Ascended, and given I haven't opened a ton of packs, I've probably opened like 40 or 50 total. I pulled 0. So congratulations. I'm glad you did, because iLuck has been Ascended and me and not been friends. Me and specialty sets do not get along. I never 151. I use all my luck in 151. 151 I pulled literally, I think I've pulled 10 Charizards at this point from 151.
Crazy. Oh my
God. And I've pulled nothing from any other specialty set. So you know what? And I'm fine with that because 151 is one of my favorite packs to open. So I'm glad I had all the luck there. But yeah, I'm glad other people like Matt are pulling these sick cards because that pink Pikachu is so good. I love that thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. On to the last one, which we will be addressing further next episode when Saz has prepared his team.
Can I do it on the fly, you think? Maybe.
No, because he's got rules. It's rules.
Rules. They're so good. But yeah, ask the question, and then maybe some people can drop theirs.
Rhyme Del this name. Rhyme Del Vigo? That's definitely not right. I'm calling you Rhyme, like the gym leader from Scarlet Violet. Rhyme asks, I have a fun question. What's your dream 6 Pokemon team if you were in the Pokemon world / Pokemon were in our world? You can only pick 1 starter, 1 legendary / mythical, 1 Pokemon for each gimmick, so a Mega Evolution, VMAX, Z-Move, whatever, and 1 shiny. You can combine some of these. For example, you can have a shiny Mega Swampert, you can have shiny G-Max stuff, whatever. Or you don't have to follow the rules and pick 6 Rayquazas. I don't know. I love this question because, again, I play the game so much, and I've been playing a lot of Pokerogue, which is a roguelike, which is a specific game genre based on Pokemon, which has been really fun. I've been playing that for a long time. I picked it back up recently. So getting to combine the different Pokemon and like build teams and like it's just been really nice. Obviously, Pokemon Champions came out as well, so people are really getting into team building stuff a lot more. I have my team, but I will save it for next week because I think it'd be fun to see what we have and the reasons we have it. And we're also 2.5 hours in, and I don't know that we want to do all that right now. Because I want to get to your pickup of the week.
Real quick, we did call out actually the polls, remember? No one did the first poll. Somebody did this poll. A lot of people did. About 10 responses on this poll. I think it was. I'm trying to figure out how to get to it, but I want to say the question was which Scarlet and Violet era set will be the next one to cross 300? Scarlet and Violet base or Paradox Rift? I think that was it. But I'm trying to figure out where. Here it is. Yes. So, which SV era set is the next to pop over 300? 60% said Paradox Rift, and it was Journey Together, SV Base, and Paradox. Nobody said SV Base. 60% said Paradox Rift, and 40% said Journey Together. And I should have looked it up, but I feel like SV Base is now over 300.
I think it climbed like that following week was over 300
or close to it. Something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm hearing myself again, by the way.
Uh-oh. SV Base is 311.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It should be. I'm glad it is. Shout out to you guys answering the poll. That's great. We need to do another poll for this week. I do want to say, now that we're towards the end of the episode, while Stabs is getting out his incredible hit of the week, or poll/hit/pickup of the week, if you made it this far, drop a fishing poll in the comments. I think there's a fishing pole one. I should know. I fish all the time. It's probably a fishing pole one in there somewhere. And let us know based on the rules that we said, and I'll repeat them again really quickly so that you guys can see them or hear them before you put your teams in the comments for this question from Rhyme, which is you can have one starter, one legendary mythical, one Pokemon from each gimmick, so Mega Evolution, whatever, and one shiny or any, you don't have to have any of these, but you can only have a maximum of one of each of those. And let us know what your teams are, because I'm curious, because I think it's going to be really fun. It's really going to be interesting to see what and why people pick things, because I think you're going to be some tryhards like me who are going to try to pick a perfect, balanced team. And there's going to be some people that are like, well, if Pokemon's real now, I don't want something that's constantly on fire in my house. So I'm probably going to go with like Audino because it just kind of helps with stuff, Are you muted?
That's
muted.
Awesome. I was, okay. Yes, I was.
I was like, he's just silently laughing at me. But yeah, so let us know what your teams are in the comments as well. Shout out.
All right. Right before we end this, pickups of the week is something that I actually pulled this time. Real quick, if you guys want to see the video, because it's hysterical, my daughter filmed it because my wife did not want anything to do with it. My brother was actually in a wheelchair. This whole thing was hysterical. My brother was in a wheelchair because he hurt his leg while walking the whole day. So I had him in a wheelchair, which I was like, this is your viral moment. Everybody that saw this video that's like personal, like knows us personally, would like immediately text or call, like, why the hell is your brother in a wheelchair? Which I'm like, here comes your viral moment, Trey. So guys, I brought some Pokemon with me to Disney, and we were going to Epcot, and I know there's a Japanese pavilion there, and I wasn't sure if they were going to have Pokemon in there, which they did. I went in there, surprisingly, but they have all Japanese culture stuff. So they also had like Super Mario stuff in there. So it wasn't just like Disney stuff in there, which was interesting, but they had some of those Lumio City tins. But the line was crazy, and I already had my product. So I went outside and I gave my phone to my daughter. I'm like, you need to film this. And I bought a 3-pack tech sticker of Paldean Fates with me. If you can take a guess what this card is, I also dropped a video in the Discord right after we pulled it as a teaser while I was like editing the video. But the first pack, as I'm saying, maybe we'll pull the Bubble Mew today. There she is, the Bubble Mew in its glory. It's actually a very nice printed card, centering pretty much really nice. We spoke about this in length. If we had a black label in this, would it even be a question if we would save it or sell it? And it would be sell it. I really wanted to send this to BGS. I don't even know if I should just still do it just to see what it would get. I don't think it'll get a black label. But if I get a freaking 9.5, I would throw the card out. That's
the hard part. Yeah, those 9.5s are pain. Same with CGC. It's like, I want a 9. I want a 9.
So that's my pickup. That's my pickup. Obviously I did throw shade at Bubble Mew. So maybe this was like the Pokemon universe saying, oh yeah, you think this card's overrated? Here you go.
Yeah. For someone that hates Bubble Mew, they sure did love it in that video.
Yeah, so you guys can go if you guys want to check it out. If you haven't, go to my TikTok, Stop Savage Rips. I put on all 3: the YouTube Short, Instagram, and TikTok. You can get to those links down below. I'll have both mine and Coda's in there as well for all those fun things.
Yeah. Shout out to getting me to 600 subscribers on a channel I haven't posted on in 6 months. I appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, there we go.
So funny. I love it. I'm like, oh,
honestly,
should I post? And then I go, no, I'm not going to post.
I've been telling my wife, like, the fans of the podcast, really, you guys are a large part of keeping us going. Like, the growing comments, the growing, like, thought-provoking, things that you guys are asking, and just really, really good stuff. Like, and we like it. We're up to like 225, I want to say.
225 as of this morning.
Followers on Spotify. We did have a dip in plays, obviously, because we took a week off.
Yeah.
Which, it does hurt probably the algorithmic things, but hey, like, we're not doing this for that. Obviously, we're doing it for the fun of Pokemon, the love of Pokemon, and obviously to bring a lot more like-minded people together through this. So I think someone just said I love hearing you guys ramble about Pokemon, and that's exactly what this is. Obviously, a lot of it is news driven and our takes on it, but like the last pod that we did, I think was phenomenal in the way that, like, there wasn't a lot of news that happened, and it was topic driven. And then that was like really good. So we'll definitely try to come up with more of those things. Obviously, those type of episodes will happen where there's just not a lot going on. And I ended up really liking how that one came out. So shout out to everybody, like Coda said. Keep coming back to us, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Happy 4th of July. Anything else, Coda?
Nope.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you guys at episode 25. If you made it this far, remember, I said we're going to give away something on episode 25. So I got to figure out what that's going to be. But thank you so much, guys.
I also forgot that.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Have a good one. Peace.